in, it's like you never left.
That is cool. Yeah, see, I like that a lot. Cause that was one of my favorite things about Divinity 2 was that, because I would play with my wife who doesn't really play a lot of video games. So I never wanted to buy two versions of it, but that you could just play it, having only the one. So very cool. I'm excited to check it out eventually. I definitely will. It's just one of those, and I was like, I don't have the time for this. I can't justify spending $60 on a game. I'm going to play an hour a week.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool, and I'm very excited. Like, I've convinced my girlfriend to play it, to buy the game when she has the money for it.
Well, it's their own story, right? It's not like following any pre-established adventure path or anything.
It is.
No, it is their own thing. It roughly follows the events of 1 and 2.
Okay, that's what I was curious about, because I did play the originals, back in the day.
It's 150 years later,
and the remasters and stuff,
yeah. It's 150 years later, so the main character of the original Bard's Gate, he's not even really mentioned just because it's been so long.
They do. There is a couple books you can find that mention the Ballspawn saga. And there's 2 characters from the first 2 games that make an appearance. One of them is because she's an elf, so she's just really fucking old.
Yeah.
And the other, I think, has to do with some magic shit, is the reason why he's still alive.
Sure, why not? Fantasy world. Love it.
Yeah, it's magic. You can get away with that. I heard Matt Mercer actually is going to be voicing a character in the game, which makes me very happy.
Very good.
Yeah.
I've ran into his character again.
Yeah, and I heard the guy who voice acts Geralt of Rivia is also in the game.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Doug Cockle.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him.
I haven't heard him either. And of course, there's J.K. Simmons is in it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I fucking love J.K. Simmons.
He plays one of the bad guys.
God, I'm watching Oz right now, and he is terrifying.
Heard him? Oh man.
My God, I've never watched it. Jesus Christ.
He puts on that. He puts on that baritone, and it is very intimidating.
Yeah.
Also, the guy who played Lucius Malfoy is in the game as well.
Oh, fucking Jason Isaac! I fucking love Jason Isaac.
Jason Isaacs, he's in it too.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love Jason Isaacs. Holy shit.
The lady who voices Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh, in Resident Evil Village, yeah. Okay.
The big vampire mommy.
Yeah, big vampire mommy, yeah. A game I was disappointed by. But anyways.
Fair enough.
It wasn't scary. Besides
they haven't been since 3.
I thought 7 had some decent parts in it, but yeah.
Oh God, I think the most I've ever been scared in a horror game is in Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah, well that game's fucking incredible and terrifying.
Dude, I thought the rapid heart beating when you're waiting for the tram to come pick you up was from me. I was like, oh my God, is that my heart? It's like,
But
it was so I didn't want to turn around from being while waiting for that thing. I didn't want to turn around because I was afraid that the alien would be right there in my face. I was so scared.
It is a frightening experience. But yeah, we got everybody here.
I had to put down the game and step away and a glass of water. I was so traumatized.
I dig it a lot. Love the
and
Alien
also
franchise.
when I first played Doki Doki Literature Club,
I
was not ready. Not ready for what happened. I was like,
no.
Oh, okay, it's going to be one of those. I'm just going to put the game down and walk away for a bit. Oh God.
Oh, but yeah, we got everybody here. Let's play some Pathfinder. You guys had a relatively tamer session, yeah. But you guys, quick recap. You guys we picked up at the end of your fight with Brine-Tooth, the queen of the Grindylows, after she had felled 3 of you, more or less. Trindon had retreated after being told to bring tribute. Met up with Anya Sandstrider, a Shawanti woman who's along for this expedition as one of the colonist hunters, trackers, survivalists. She'd been sent into the Grindylow caves after you all had been gone for a number of hours. So you guys spent a fair amount of time healing. So it had been a number of hours that you guys had been in there. I think probably 4-ish, probably when it was all said and done. But ran into Trendon, said, asked about the state of Brine-Tooth, stated they were pretty hurt, thought you guys could take him. You guys did in a spectacular fashion. I believe Trendon was the one who stuck the killing blow with a shard of stone to the back of the dome.
Yep.
Then
really cool.
It was very cool. You guys were more or less believed Henris to be dead. You were taken back to the ship. The ship then departed back to the colony as the Echines that had been stalling the ship had been dealt with as well. And a day or so passed, and while Robert and Ticket recovered from their injuries, while Trennan's body, or Henris's body, was prepared for burial, and then he awoke after having an experience of his own. We brought this to the attention of Ramona. The clerics of Erastil and Abadar that are part of the colony checked him out. Everything seemed on the up and up as far as it goes, besides the strangeness of the situation. You guys then were given a home to occupy, one of the pre-built homes, in basically recognition for your service to the colony so far. You then were given a number of items that Anya had retrieved from the Grindylow cave: a +1 spear, a bracelet of dashing, a brooch of shielding, along with some currency. You guys then were told about an attack out in the fields near the town, where some people were out there, or some farmers were out there surveying it to see if they could it'd be a good place for planting crops, by an Ankrav. You guys then went out and dealt with it in 2 of its spawn. You didn't kill it, but it fled, and you think it's probably not going to show up anytime soon. I think you have more or less dealt with it. As well as, that was basically where we ended, but also you guys did a little shopping, and you guys all leveled up to level 3. So I just want to get this out of the way quick to see if that's was there anything else anybody had wanted to purchase or anything like that before the ship leaves? Because essentially what's going to happen here is the ship is going to go in the next day or so. It's going to be returning to Almus. So anything that can be purchased on the ship is no longer going to be available for purchase anymore, which are mostly the same things you could get in the colony, but there are some, more water-related things that they may have. Like there is an air bladder that you can pick up, which essentially lets you refresh your how long you can hold your breath when you're underwater, at the expense of it does take a hand to use, and it's weighted, things of that nature. Another set of swim fins if you wanted to, more kind of underwater weapons like a harpoon or anything like that. I just want to know if there's anything like that you guys are wanting to purchase, and if so, just need to know what it is, and then just remove relevant gold from your character sheet, etc. Along with, I think it was only Henris. I need you to take a look at your character sheet and figure out what he's actually going to be carrying around, because you are currently over your weight limit. You are actually encumbered, and that would affect you quite negatively in your day-to-day activities. And there's no reason you can't just have this stuff stored at your home, which is fine. But you would just essentially then unequip it from your character sheet, just change it to not carried, and that would just mean, at that point that it's just, you aren't going to have it on you unless you specifically take it with you for whatever reason. But yeah, so if you just want to do that, but did anybody have anything else they were wanting to purchase? Because what's going to happen here is I'm going to roll a die, and you guys are going to have some downtime.
How many air bladders do they have?
They would have 3.
Yeah, I'll buy all 3.
Take your entire stock.
Yeah, I think they're a silver a piece. They're nothing crazy, and they basically weigh nothing until you're actively using them.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta delete this powdered silver because I used it as an engraving.
Oh yes, you did. Good call. That honestly would probably put you back under. I think that weighed
I'm going to put the mace away in my storage, and I'm keeping the machete. Is there any sort of ranged weapons that can be used underwater?
Most ranged weapons can be used underwater. Like there is specifically a harpoon. I don't know if it's something you could effectively use as a cleric.
Not
I think this,
really.
yeah, I'm
No.
pretty sure it's a specific martial weapon.
Machete will probably be my best bet right now. I'm going to put the battered flute in my storage as well, as I have no idea what it's for. The dented steel flask. Can I take a good look at that dented steel flask? See if there's any like. Wasn't there like a
It has
monogram or something?
EM in like the initials
Yeah,
E
I was
and
going to
M.
talk with. I was going to check and see what that is, what that's all about, who that belonged to, see if that's any sort of clue. So I'll keep that on hand. Get rid of this chain shirt. Put that in storage. That has been of no use to me. And let's see what else. And the studded leather.
Air bladder is. I'm just realizing it's from Grand Bazaar. I don't have that book, but just we can say you have them, and I'll just type up. I'll make an item for them later on.
Sounds good. Okay,
I was thinking they were in the treasure vault, but nope. Grand Bazaar.
All right, my bulk is now at 2.5.
Perfect, golden. I don't think any of the rest of you guys were too close or anything. I just took a look at everybody before we started. I think Robert, you were getting up there, but you still have some. I think you still got a bulk or two left.
Yeah, if we can also maybe get like
nothing.
another pair of swim fins, that would be cool.
Yeah, you can purchase another pair of swim fins.
You can have mine that magically resize.
Oh.
The magic of a strap.
Well, let's see if we can like maybe get some like I don't know. Gosh, who else? We I think it would probably be best for anyone who has like.
Oh goddamn! Swim fins are expensive. They're 5 gold.
Wow.
Jesus Christ!
Okay. Well, now we know what to sell if we need money.
We got some.
You can take the swim fins. They're in the party
home,
sheet.
Kids, we got swim fins at home.
I put the swim fins in the party sheet.
Let's see.
This ticket is not going swimming anytime soon.
Not again. Once was enough.
It's going to have to be carried by Trindon.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm ready to go into that downtime unless anybody wants to buy anything.
So my level 3, but my spells haven't changed like what they are. Like how many?
Well, let's take a look.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, caster level 3. Really have to do that by hand? Come on now. Okay, that should work. That's more like it. Okay. Because I should have like some level 2 spells available now. So I don't know what's going on there.
When you leveled up, did you drag it from like the class? Like, did you drag a new class level onto your character?
I just clicked the tracker and
let me take a look.
Yeah.
Because what you should have. How many second level? You get 1 second level or 2 at level 3? You get 2.
Get 2 level 2 slots. Which is very exciting. Yeah, okay.
Oh, hold on. I'm doing it here, so you don't need to do anything manually.
Sorry,
for
sorry, sorry.
it. And you're still trained, right? You haven't moved up to expert yet.
Yeah, I need to move up all my skills to expert. I think it was. Oh no, I did perception to expert.
Yeah, I meant as far as for your spell casting. I don't think you bump up to expert yet. I think that's at 5th.
No, that's. I think that's.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. Okay, so that's still trained. That looks right to me. Yeah, 5, 9. Yeah, okay. There you go. So now, and you have 2 slots there, so you can drag. You can drag what you want in there.
Yay. Okay, let's do 9 spells, level 2.
While you're doing that, how about we go into downtime?
Yeah, give me a second here. I'm cleaning up the combat tracker.
2 and the divine tradition. Search. Okay. So let's do.
All right, I've got that cleaned up. And then, Ticket, did you level up?
In the actual game, no, but I can do that real quick.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to do that. Tier point. So yeah, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to roll a die. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly how long you're going to have here. I'm going to just that way I can keep track of it. But I have a number now. This is how many days before something may happen. What? I'm just going to go down the list here. I'm going to start with Trendon, since Henry's figuring out spells and stuff like that. Trendon, what do you think he would do? You're going to have a couple days at least of downtime. Is there anything in particular you would want to be doing? The big thing that I think you may have to do is if you're wanting to try to learn any of these spells from this spell book that you found.
Yeah, I want to do that. So he will be kind of pouring through his books and try to learn. He's going to try and learn magic weapon.
Okay, very cool.
There we go. All right, I just got us spiritual weapon
Oh yeah.
and water breathing.
Oh, cool.
So that way, one of us doesn't have to use, or actually, let me just double check something really quick.
Oh, the spell magic weapon.
Oh, up to 5 creatures. Hell yeah. For an hour. Oh, I mean,
Dude,
you
I
know
don't
what?
have to learn that then.
Yeah. I'll
So,
grow
magic
some
weapon.
mighty good gills.
It's a first level spell. It's not particularly hard to learn, but there is still there's a learn a spell activity, which is I believe it's 8 hours, and you do have to. There is a let's see here. I'm trying to look at here's the DCs. Okay, it's got a 2 gold cost. And this is basically the material you have to spend. So, and you're gonna roll me an Arcana check. So, roll me an Arcana check, and we'll see what you get.
Gotcha. Do you want that in the
You can just
tower?
roll this in the open. Open's fine. Okay, that is a regular success. So it's you expend the materials and learn the spell. So go ahead and subtract 2 gold from your sheet, and you would now know magic weapon.
Awesome. How many days do we have? Can I try and learn more than one spell?
Yeah, you don't know exactly how many days you have, but you think you probably have at least 2. So what else do you want to try to learn?
Let's see. I'll try doing second level spell. I'll do dispel magic.
Okay, dispel magic. That's going to have a 6 gold cost associated with it and a slightly higher DC. So go ahead and roll me another Arcana check.
Sure, 1 second. Gotta get back there.
Oh.
Hey, that is
Nice.
actually just a critical success. So you only expend half the gold. So only subtract 3 gold from yourself, and then you
Sweet.
learn that spell.
Awesome. Okay.
Wow.
And that'll be your bulk essentially for 2 days there, which is what I think we'll just kind of go in 2-day little increments here for the moment. So, Robert, what do you think he would be doing in these 2 days at least of downtime?
He would be getting scar. He would go to. He would sleep extra long on the first day, and then around late afternoon he would go shopping and he would buy a fishing kit, tackle. I believe that is SP, and a basic crafter's book. One, so -9 SP. So that's that. Then he'd go fishing, and then as for the next day, he would try to craft some caltrops.
Okay.
The crafter's book.
Sure. That shouldn't be. Let's take a look. It's everybody's favorite thing, crafting in Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's okay. it is okay. I don't hate it. I just think I don't know. There's better. I don't know. I haven't looked over the revised rules for it, to be honest.
You need to go into the level 1 area. You got to collect 5 bear asses and 6 sprigs of hazelnut, and then you mash it together.
Yeah. So what is it? A caltrop's what? Is it a level 0 or a level 1 item? Caltrop is a level 0, so nothing particularly hard. Go ahead and roll me a crafty check.
Crafty.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's more than fine to do it. And treat it as the baseline DC of 15, so that's a regular success. So essentially, you can reduce it down to if you spend the whole day. If you just want to spend 1 day doing it, you can reduce it down to, instead of the 3 silver, it'd be 1.5 silver. So 1 silver, 5 copper.
Yeah. I'll spend 1 whole day.
Okay. Okay, go and give yourself some caltrops, and then just subtract relevant gold. Is that the main thing he's doing, at least for the 2 days there, though? Fine. Yep. Doing some shopping, getting treatments, going fishing, making some caltrops.
Yep.
Got it. Easy peasy. And what about Ticket? Is Ticket doing anything in particular? You guys can also, I should have mentioned too, there's always the earn income activity as well.
Ticket is trying to gather as much information as he can on the people that he's currently with. Not just his immediate party, but also people that were part of the boat team.
Just the colony itself.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so that would actually be, there's the specific skill for that. Let's take a look at it. I think it is, why am I blanking on what it's called right now? Nope, not explode. Explore. Exploration actions.
No, we don't want to explode.
I think it's just called, I think it might just be gather information. That's why I'm gather information. Here we go. Set the DC, use a simple DC, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think Ticket would use for this check?
Let me see.
Can be a little more nebulous with this one since it doesn't have hard and fast rules.
I mean, I would say it could either go into society or diplomacy.
Yeah, I'd be happy with either one of those. Pick whichever one you like.
I will go with diplomacy.
Okay. Yeah, so simple DC again, and say that's a regular success of some kind of more like I don't want to say surface level, but that's kind of more or less what it is. Is there anything in particular he's trying to learn, or is it just like, again, just general, just kind of scuttlebutt?
Yeah, he's not like trying to get into their deepest, darkest secrets or anything like that. He's mainly just trying to figure out like what brought them here, what they were doing in the past, what they bring to the table here. He's basically trying to find ways to get to know them better so that he can basically cash in on favors later if he needs to.
Yeah, ingratiate himself. Got it. Makes sense. No, and it is a lot of most of these people were selected, especially this is only the second group of colonists here. They haven't moved to like a lottery system or anything yet. These are all people who were selected for specific skills and talents. So even like the farmers and stuff like that are like relatively skilled, or they also have other trades. Like the one person's a farmer, but they're also, a halfway decent smith if something was to happen to this to the current blacksmith, or there's another one who's a carpenter, and things of that nature. A lot of the guards, the colonists, there's only about 6 of them, not including you all. But they were all relatively what's what I'm looking for here, high honor, I guess. I don't know, like they were people who came from some acclaim. This is really like it's a lot of the best of the best is what a lot of the people in this colony are. They're the people who are incredibly good at what they do.
It's the complete opposite of what we did in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
We just gave a hobo a spade and said, "You're a farmer now. We'll make us some tobacco. Have fun."
Yeah, and these 60 odd people are the pinnacle of what Andoran society has to offer, along with outside of there. But yeah, so that's kind of it. If there's anything specific, please let me know if there's anything you think of along down the road. But I think people are kind of warming up to you at this point. You are, I don't want to say a novelty being a rat folk or Yosoki, but you kind of are at the same time, considering this is a 95% human colony. Like there's like, and anybody who's not, there's like a half elf and like a halfling.
Do I look like a joke to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh damn, be a rat.
Yeah, but it's nothing too crazy. But also, that only takes you a day or so, I would say, of going around. Is there anything he wants to try to do with the second day?
Second day, he is going to spend his time making a quick exit for his living quarters, like a trapdoor.
Got it.
And he is also going to be walking the grounds and checking for any sort of like loose dirt or anything that gives him any sign of give that's something maybe digging beneath them.
Yeah, understood. And I won't even make you roll for anything like that. If you're spending the whole day doing it, that's fine. Yep. It's not really something. You're just prying up a floorboard, I imagine, essentially, and then just having basically. That go, and looking around, and at least on your guys' property, no, you're kind of looking, which I'll just though. Here's the map one more time. I actually cleared all the X's off of it, and the little crab icon is where you guys are. So there's that field directly behind your guys' home, and that one, it looks like there were some like holes in there, like if you're looking through it, but they all look pretty old. None of the soil looks fresh or anything. It's all totally dried out. It looks like if there was something in these fields, it's since moved on.
Okay. He's satisfied then.
Yeah, nothing too much a note. And then Henris, what do you think he's doing these couple days, these 2 days?
Okay. Well, I think first thing he's going to do is go to the mayor and discuss the goings on and just do some like investigation on the missing colonists, because a large job, that's still priority number 1 is to find out what happened here.
So his wife, she's gone.
Yeah, he's very much concerned about that. So he's going to come in with the flask.
She's like, it's Henris. It's 9 a.m. What are you doing? No. Put it away.
I got it.
Get it, Henris.
Oh, turn in your badge. I just watched The Fugitive today, and I didn't murder my wife. I don't care, Henris.
Don't care. Oh my God, that's a great line. Anyway,
it's fantastic still, but and like you guys, I imagine you guys turned over all the documents to her, like the charter and the logbook, the letter, all that stuff, and she's happy to she'll happily go over the former charter with you, and there's definitely a colonist on there with the matching with a name. It's like I don't know. It's Eric Mona of Paizo. There we go. That's the E&M because that's what I could think of. Yeah.
Found
So
an
there.
Easter egg. Achievement
Yeah,
unlocked.
I'm honestly now wondering if that was the case. I don't know, but yeah. So there is there does appear to be a colonist that would match this this initial that's on this that's on this flask. So it does seem to indicate maybe these Grindylows had been here, or maybe this colonist, fell to these Grindylows or something. You didn't find any bodies or anything, and they didn't seem to indicate the Brine Tooth didn't seem to, the only one who talked to you didn't seem to indicate that necessarily. But I mean, it wouldn't be out of this world. You did encounter those Grindylows while first coming to the colony, so you know they've at least seen it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to ask her, is like, have you found any leads? Any like, have you cross-referenced anything? Seen if anything pops up? Strange
Yeah.
patterns?
And she just unfortunately tells you, this is only I believe the third day now. This would be the third day since you guys have arrived back at the colony, the third full day. So it's, as of now, unfortunately, not a whole lot of investigation has been able to be done. It's just been kind of getting things right because they were expecting a working colony
just
with
trying to
100
settle
people.
in.
And we're just trying to get, now half the amount of people are trying to finish the job that 100 people started. So, but she Ramona would tell you though that she's keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out. They have people scouting the woods, things of that nature, and if there's any sign, you'll be one of the first that she lets know.
Good. So if that's the case, then I'm going to go check the fields behind our house, because I would very much like to use that to grow like medicinal herbs, like make it like a herb garden for my business.
Sure.
Well, I'd like to see if there's any way I could like revitalize Earth there.
Yeah, I mean it was already a plot for growing, and there are crops in there currently. Like, you don't think you'd have any problem like portioning off a section of this to grow like herbs and stuff like that. It would just be a matter of
some
finding what you
balsam
need.
Psalm,
I'm sure.
lavender, some
Yeah,
like nice, good smelling stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine that. I would imagine with the herbalist being your background, you probably brought some seeds and stuff like that with you. I have no problem, imagining that. But you also think that, given enough time, you also might be able to do excursions into the island to possibly find, more, as well as you would actually. I don't remember if I've mentioned her before, but there is also another. There's an alchemist who is actually part of the expedition as well. I'm pulling up my NPC list here.
Well, then I'd very much like to speak with her and maybe talk shop.
Yeah, it's Alba Divenbar, and she's one of the only non-humans. She is a dwarf. And she's one of basically the only non-humans that were part of the expedition. But yeah, she is an alchemist herbalist by trade. So I would imagine you guys had probably chatted some on the journey to Talmendor's bounty. But yeah,
Great.
not a problem. You can definitely do that.
Some of the formulas.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, you can chat with her and kind of do talk shop and exchange information and recipes. And she's probably actually set up not too far from you guys. I think she's probably one of these little like those row of houses here. I
expect to be like the one where there's like access to the water, like the well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that one up top is that one's a full-on farmstead, so that one's actually been taken over by one of the farmers. But yeah, I mean, she's in one of these little side ones down here. But but you can meet up with her, talk shop. Are there any particular like crafting or earn income or anything you were going to try to do, or just kind of more trying to breed integration himself in the community?
I'm going to try to do some earn income and see if I can like win some like reputation back by
some goodwill.
Some goodwill back by creating some maybe discounting, because I can't give them away for free.
Legally, you're not allowed to by Abadar.
I was about to say, I'm still a follower of Abadar, and
no, it's very true. You actually aren't allowed to give it away for free.
It is literally against. It is literally against our
religion. Yeah.
Your
dogma.
edict. Yeah, your edict and your anathema.
Give away free shit because it doesn't add anything. It's just handouts.
So, well, yeah. So if you want to do that, you can give me a crafting check. I just need to know: do you want to do that as a level 0, a level 1, a level 2, or a level 3 task? Those have different DCs, but they also have different successes.
Let's
So
go with the level 2.
All right, level 2. You're trying to hit a DC 16.
All right. There we go. Okay, DC 16. There we go.
So that is unfortunately a failure. You still gain on a failure, though. You did a level 2, so you gain 4 copper pieces.
Oh boy. That's enough to buy myself some penny candy.
Yeah, and you just think maybe it was just, probably the herbs and things growing here are slightly different due to the more, temperate climate than what you're used to. So it just didn't go quite right.
Pretty sure the health potion isn't supposed to have this many chunks in it.
It's a chunky potion. Gotta really chew it down.
It's not supposed to be this chewy. I know that for certain.
Yeah, wonderful. So see, maybe you spend the first day talking to Ramona, talking to Alba, just kind of, getting, checking out your garden, maybe getting your herb garden going, and the second one, actually trying to put your trade into practice. And unfortunately, it doesn't go super great, but that's okay. But I think it's probably that night now. So in this case, it's going to be, I need to advance my calendar. Give me 1 second here. So I'm really trying to keep track of the days. So it would be Gozrin, the 22nd, the night of Gozrin the 22nd. So you guys have officially been here for 6 days, 1 day shy of a week since you guys arrived at the colony. But I think, do you guys have any this would be your second or third night, I think, all together in the home? How does that go? What do you think you guys do? Do you guys make a meal together? How does that play out?
I mean, I was thinking of if we could do some sort of work together, make ourselves a nice fish stew or something.
Yeah, I caught
everybody
some fish
work together on prepping. Little team building exercise.
Okay, yeah, that works.
No,
Brandon will look up from his books and go help.
Take
You
it
can
on
help
guard
set
duty.
the table. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. I can have this be a nature check to see if this works out, or would it be more crafting?
I think it could be nature. That'd be fine.
Yeah. I missed the box. 1 moment. Hey.
Yeah, works out real well.
Hey. Yeah,
what about Robert? Do you think you had a successful day fishing? I won't make you roll or anything. You just decide.
Oh, yeah, I caught
How
like
is
a
he
few.
a fisherman? Does he have any experience with it?
Yeah. Not really, no. But I was just relaxing and decided, you know what, I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna do some fishing, and I got that crafting book and yeah. So kind of first time experience, like this is kind of like my first time really doing that since probably really young. So yeah, I just caught like a few.
They're all just puffer fish.
Roll fortitude.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. No, I like that though. That's fun. But yeah, I mean, I think the night plays out. You've done. You've learned some spells, Trendon, and tickets. Gotten a little more face time with the community at large. Bear's done some crafting and some fishing, and Henris has spoken with Ramona and Nalba and tended to his garden and practiced his alchemical skills a little bit. And the night goes through, and it's probably, I don't know, maybe around, it's late. It's very late. And at this point, I actually have a chart of the moon. It's actually a new moon tonight. It's a new moon, so there's no light. It's dark.
Oh, it's dark.
It is dark. but I think all of you probably awaken at the same time as you hear like a clang 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 of a bell of like the town's like guard bell, like their like warning bell is ringing currently.
Oh shit!
What are you all doing?
Put on my armor. 10 minutes.
I think it's only 5.
Okay, good. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Trendon will throw on his wizard robe real quick, and he'll go find his staff.
Put on my robe and wizard hat.
Put on my robe and wizard.
Oh yeah.
Ticket's already there.
Henris is tossing on his classic, grabbing the machete, which now feels more comfortable in his hands, and is he's following, he's pursuing, he's heading to the town square to see what all the hullabaloo is.
Yeah, you don't actually even have to get that far, as you guys all, I imagine, kind of shuffle out together, maybe bit a little piecemeal. You could kind of be, throwing on your armor as you go, Robert. And
I want to be last. Because I'm, yeah.
Yeah, you're putting it on. Got it. You're taking the time to put the armor on. Got it. So yeah, you do. But it is so. As the 3 of you then arrive on the scene first, Henris, Trendon, and Ticket, there's a man, an older man, by the name of Daib. He's one of the colony's craftsmen. He's a woodworker primarily. He's actually been kind of overseeing the finishing of the palisade wall, which is now really just kind of getting into swing. It's because they're starting to fell trees and lumber that they need to finish it. But he's like sitting on the ground outside of his house, and there's 2 guards there, two of the colony's guards, as well as Ramona herself is there. And he's like holding the side of his head, and he's like, he's like kind of like holding the side of his head and kind of like rubbing at his throat at the same time. And as you all walk over, he's kind of recanting to Ramona, and she like gives you all a nod. Yes, it was. We start again, Daib. Sorry. Hello, gentlemen. But and then he kind of goes into his story again. I awoke, and there was a strange little man in my room, and he grabbed me, and he started trying to choke the life out of me, and it would have worked if Tyrell there, and he gestures at another man who you would all know as his husband, another older kind of very tan-skinned man. He hit it over the head with a frying pan, and you see he's like still clutching this like cast iron skillet, and there's like this like grayish ochre colored, on the side of it. And yes, it was strangling Daib, and I hit it, and it stumbled out of the room, and it went out the window. I think that's where it came in out of. And it was awful. I don't know what it was. It was just a strange little naked man. I've never seen anything like it before.
For the record, that was not me.
I didn't know it was naked. Do you wear pants? And like everybody looks at Ticket.
Perception check.
Listen, we don't have time to check to see if I have pants on or not, all right?
Oh, Roboto's like, it doesn't matter who's not wearing pants. That's not what's important right now.
If I may, Miss Mayor, Governess.
Please call me Lord Mayor.
Miss Mayor.
Damn.
Call me God King of Salmador's Bounty.
Oh no!
God,
What was
she's out of power, killer.
What was the woman's name from Dexter's Lab that had like the red afro? It was like the mayor's like aide or something.
Oh, that was Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, Powerpuff Girls, right.
Yeah.
Miss Bellum.
Kenny Travasky all runs together,
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't help
but she is.
Pickles.
But she just, would you 3, and then I imagine at that point, Robert kind of comes puffing over, just like still like clasping, clank, clank, clank.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here.
Shoes are on the wrong feet.
Ah, God damn it!
The wrong feet.
Yeah.
He put his shoes on my feet.
Oh God.
He's wearing like,
That
it's like
wisdom,
when
man.
your mom's flip-flops to go get the groceries. Robert's wearing ticket shoes. Just the toes are in them.
Wear shoes.
I'm here.
You have one
Okay, I
prop
got my
on
weapons.
and
I'm
one
here.
is-
I'm here.
What's going on here?
But I'm glad you could make it. Anyways, as Daib here was telling us, it looks like him and his partner Tyrell were attacked in the night by some sort of gray creature. I believe you were telling me before that you encountered something similar to this before, right? When you were
Yes.
clearing the colony up near the
I
farm.
believe it was something called a choker.
Yes.
Did you notice the creature's hand? Did it have like? Was it? And I gesture with my hand. Was it like splayed like a starfish, or was it?
It was dark. I didn't get a good look, but if you look at his neck, you can see it's like it looks like an octopus's like suckers. Like, and this thing had like sucker like appendages on its hand. So you don't think you're off the mark. You think that's exactly what this was.
Looks like seems to me that our little drunken friend that we found the other day wasn't the only one. I should have known these things come in groups.
Yeah, because you guys know you definitely killed that one. Like, it was dead. Which it's funny. I know you guys probably didn't, but in my head, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, did they just leave the body there? Like, some guy moved in, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? He's been rotting off this floor for like a week.
Oh god, it's like
Not my problem.
Like,
Yeah. So
cartilage
humid and hot
sinew
here
at this
too.
point.
Like, yeah. That would
Flies
be awful.
buzzing everywhere. It's like, oh god.
These guys suck. But
So wait, let me make sure
Great.
I'm understanding this properly.
yes,
It's a little tiny gray man,
yes, he was nude.
and they're called chokers.
Yes.
One
Well,
nearly
I
killed
don't-
me, Ticket. They're very dangerous. I
Yeah.
recommend taking this seriously.
I am taking it serious. Why do you assume I'm not taking it seriously?
I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'm sorry.
It's a naked gray man named a choker. I'm just making sure that I'm getting this, okay? I'm reserving it into the library I got upstairs, okay?
You got it, Ticket. You got it.
Thanks,
My
Trendon.
apologies. My apologies.
I'm glad
But
that
anyway,
you think I'm taking shit seriously. Now,
Hell yeah.
Gentlemen,
please
gentlemen,
continue.
please. I think I had the two guardsmen here. They said they found a pair of tracks, and this is like right here is where this is the home that it was at. And they said it seemed to wander out that a ways. I'm going to guess if you found the one at the farm, maybe they have a den not far from there, and maybe that's where this one came from as well. I would
Yeah, let's
appreciate if you all would look into this as the town's
absolutely.
sheriffs. I don't know. I'm deputizing you all.
Discriminators
But yes,
specialize in vermin of great and small.
I'm gonna stay here with Daib and Tyrell and have them look after them and assuage any fears that any of the townsfolk may have. I've sent another one of the guards following the trail. I believe he said he was going to try and see if he could follow it up towards the farm. So if you want to head up that way, you can probably meet him up there.
Right.
The vermin breakers. Who you gonna call?
Regulators, mount up.
All right,
Who makes
I'm
you feel
hiding.
good?
I'm hiding in Robert's shield because there ain't no way I'm getting spit on by acid again. I'm done with this.
Well,
Don't
so
spit acid.
let's so we're gonna just start walking that way, right?
Yeah. Do you guys want to? And you guys can see tracks. You guys can clearly see tracks. These are fresh. These aren't like the other ones before that were relatively old. Like, these are fresh. You can follow these pretty easily. I think I'm looking at like baseline survival on at least two of you guys. It's fine. I'm not even going to worry about it. So you can follow these, and they lead exactly down this ways. They kind of weave at this point and like cut through this part, but they head right up towards the farm.
Again, okay. Real quick, while we're going, I want to make a roll, a warfare check on how to avoid strangulation.
Sure.
Like defensive tactic.
It's not a. I'm thinking of like a dog's collar, like a cone, gorget, or like a like a neck brace. That's what we're looking for. Go see the local ambulance chaser in town.
Spoiler alert! I'm going to try to justify this in any way to get that roll in. All right, like these warfare lore. Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, and you think, I mean, honestly, yeah, something like a gorget, or just really, it is just not letting it grapple you. That's the best defense here is being offensive and not letting it get its hands on you, because these creatures are wily. You would know that one you encountered. Their fingers are, they're those very like splayed starfish looking things, and they're able to like work those into small crevices. So you think even wearing a gorget, it still might be able to work its fingers down in there. That's this whole creature's MO. But I don't really have a problem with that. Yeah, they're nasty. That's what they do. They're actually like, and this may even be something that you probably would have even heard about, Robert, from like they're a problem in like urban environments too. These things aren't just like living out in the wilds. They live in sewers and things of that nature, and they sneak into people's houses and strangle people or children, even sometimes animals, pets, and take them back to their lairs to feed. So these things are a problem everywhere. But yeah, if you guys follow that trail, you lead up to the farm. I imagine, are you guys? What are you guys doing for light here? Do you just have do you have your Atlantis sword out, Robert, or do you guys have a torch?
Yeah,
what are you guys
I'm
doing?
going to cast light.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to have my sword
dark.
out. Not quite yet.
Okay, that's fine. Just any light spell, that's fine. You guys have light then, whether Trendon or Henris cast it or what have you. You have light. That's fine. I just wanted to know. But as you head up there, you can see standing by the well is one of these guardsmen. And he's like currently got his he's got a spear and he's holding a torch in his other hand. He kind of gives you guys a nod. And you guys got this. Oh, right. So the tracks, I followed them here, and then they come to here, and he points at the well, and they're gone. I think it went down there. And he's like kind of like trying to shine his torch down there. He's like, I can't really see that far though. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess it crawled down in there.
Great.
Who's going first?
First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast light on one of my crossbow bolts and drop it down the well so we can kind of like gauge the depth.
Sure. Yeah, it goes. Oh, geez, let me see here. I actually have it. It goes roughly. It's like 50 feet. It goes pretty deep. Goes down.
That is a drop.
And then it hits water roughly, about 10 feet, or I'm sorry, about 40 feet down, it hits water, and then the bolt sinks, of course, and it goes down. It looks like another 10, 15 feet. But yeah, so it's talking to 40 feet till the water line.
Yeah, even if we drop down, that's going to hurt.
Well, there is a rope. I mean, it's a well. There is a rope secured to like a pulley.
I was going to say, is it a traditional well? Because if that's the case, it's the shittiest well I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, there's a rope. Like you can shimmy down a rope.
I mean, fuck it. I'll go first.
Brendan doesn't like heights, so looking down, he's getting a little woozy.
Listen, I get it. A rat's gonna go in the sewer. It's fine.
Be careful.
Look, it's not the heights that are bad. It's the falling that sucks. So as long as you don't think about falling, you're fine.
Oh yeah, that totally helps.
Trendon, why don't you sit down? You don't look so good, dude.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and he'll go sit down for a second.
While he is shimmying down, I'm going to be getting my.
You got cut off like halfway. What?
While you're shimmying down, I'm going to be getting my rope out. That'll be my action.
Okay, sure. Are you guys are you recasting light on something of tickets? That way ticket has light? Because yeah, with only low light, there's no light right now with the moon out.
I still have my torch.
Okay, you're gonna
need it.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you wanted to have both hands free if you wanted to like cast light.
I'd love to.
Tickets like vessel, like vest or whatever he wears.
I would love to, but if actually don't cast on my vest, please, for the love of God.
Just light him up.
Trying to fucking sneak around. It's just
a bright light all.
Bear, if you have the rope, I got some pitons and a hammer, so you can make a sturdy rappelling rope on the side of the wells in case anything were to happen to this rope.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Let me ask you this, Gage.
Yeah.
Is there any potential for me to put the torch kind of in my backpack or something like that? Where
I think that'd be okay. Yeah, no, it's ever-burning torch actually produces no heat, so it's perfect. Literally just a light source. It's a mag light. You just have a mag light.
Right,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. He's just gonna tuck it into one of the straps of his backpack, and he's gonna grab the rope.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So yeah, and then you can, it's a relatively easy check, but I will still have you roll me an athletics check to climb down the rope.
There we go.
Yeah, you crush it, no problem at all. So yeah, as you shimmy down, you get about 30 feet down, so you're about 20 feet up from the water line, and you find a crack, like a crack in the side of this like stone that seems to like open up into a small cave. You can't really see where it leads to yet, but Ticket, you can enter it no problem. But anybody of mediums, because yeah, you're small, right? You're small as far as creature size goes.
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so you're small. Plus, you have like the tunnel rat thing and everything. So,
Yep.
yeah, you're able to. You think you can navigate this no problem. You think that any of the other three are going to be squeezing though. But yeah, this looks like it goes forward at least a good 25 feet from what you can tell from the torchlight.
All right. Can you guys still hear me from up there? My voice cracked.
I like that.
Yeah, you guys can hear him no problem. He's only 30 feet away. It kind of echoes funnily, but you can hear it.
What's up, Ticket?
There's a cave in the side of the milling for the stone. It's kind of
Sounds
small.
like a den to me.
So I could go in by myself, but you guys are gonna have a hard time following me if that's the case.
That would be a terrible idea. You can send at least one other person in. I volunteer.
Well, no, you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, if you're trying to come in here, you're probably gonna get stuck, or you're gonna block anybody's exit out.
Oh shit.
Well, you think they could squeeze? Specifically, the squeezing rule is what I'm talking about, where you guys are essentially going to be moving at like a quarter speed, and you take some penalties to something like that. But it is, yeah, exactly. It is. Come out to the party, have a few laughs. Come out to the coast. I just fucking butchered that. But yeah.
I know what dinner feels like.
All right. Well.
Hey, what's a TV?
All right. Well, if you want to come down here, I should probably go first.
All right. Well, I'm down to clowns, so as the kids say.
Be careful, guys.
And I'm going to rappel down the rope.
Sure. Athletics check, please.
Athletics check it is. God, I got that. Thank God Henris didn't cut Jim.
Yeah. No problem. You're able to shimmy down. Yeah. So you take it. How far do you go in? Because like I said, it looks like it at least goes in like 30 feet. Are you just going in like 10 feet or so just to make room for everybody else to pile up behind you? Or are you going to try to go in further?
Yeah, I'll just make some room.
Yeah, I'm not going all the way in. I'm only going like the mouth of it and just waiting.
Yeah. Perfect. And then Henry, I imagine the same thing. And then are just the two of you going in, or all four of you gonna head down?
What do you want? You want to go first, Trendon, or you want me? How do you feel in character?
I'll go first, I guess, because he's kind of scared, so he doesn't want to be the last one.
I will cast guidance on Trendon.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think you just have the range on that, so you can pop it off. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, Trendon, and we'll just add a +1 to that.
Okay. And Trendon's like, okay.
+1. That +1 is the only reason you make it. It's a DC 5. So Trendon, you like fucking like you like start sliding down, and at the right exact moment, you kind of just like maybe even Henris like kind of reaches out and grabs you and fucking pulls you in. But like that was close.
Scary. See, this is why I hate hockey, guys.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was great. Okay, love it. And then one from you, Robert.
No,
It's why the +1s matter.
I've measured out the rope, and I throw one in, and I ask the guard to stand on, to hold it, to help me get in.
Yeah.
Just so we'll have a backup just in case.
No, it's smart. I like it. Good planning.
And I will roll my athletics check.
Yeah, you fucking you do. It's Tom Cruise Mission Impossible 1. You actually lower down via your wings. Jean Reno's at the top, and yeah, it just lowers you down, no problem. Love that. You fucking destroy.
This is not like I'm expert athletics. This is me, baby.
Yeah, you crush it. This was like weirdly part of your like training and Almus. They're like, yeah, I don't know when you're gonna need to repel, but you
never know.
You want it to look cool when you have to.
Exactly. If you don't look cool, what's the fucking point?
Like cool flips.
Yeah. Love it. But I'm gonna get you guys on a map here. Give me just a second. Oh, and I just applied an overnight rest to all you guys, as well as as you guys are all full health. You had a couple days, you guys would have been able to heal up no problem from that last fight. But yeah,
Ticket got a hero point. Good on you, buddy.
Yeah, well, Ticket spent one somehow earlier, so I was just giving him his one back. I was giving him his one back. And actually, I am going to give Henris. I'm going to give you an extra one for the clutch casting of guidance, and I'm going to give another one to Robert for his natural 20 on his athletics check.
Nice.
So I'm going to give you guys both additional hero points.
Brendan should get one for hitting a new octave that he never knew he could.
He's still breathing heavy.
Take that routine in Vegas.
But yeah, so I'm just gonna. Oh no! Now you're stuck in a wall. Now you're not in a wall. Okay, so I'm gonna throw a light on. Well, let me ask before I throw it on you. Do you think Ticket's still going to be the one with the light, or is one of the other of you going to probably take over the light duty?
I'll let Henris handle that. He's going dark.
I'll
Bravo 6 going dark.
I will draw my sword and I will say shark fin. I have light as on my shark fin as well.
Yeah, I will. I'll cast light on my machete.
All right. What's going on here? Why is this light not working?
Why can't I see the dungeon map?
I haven't popped it up for you. I'm just trying to see why the. There we go. I think that was the problem. Let me take a look. Yep, there we go. It's because I didn't have any presets turned on, so it was just absolute darkness. Here we go.
Turn to Ticket.
The darkness.
I turn to Ticket and I say, stay in my shadow, sneak behind me, take advantage if the opportunity.
I mean, you don't want me to go first since I'm the fastest?
Yeah, if you want to scout, that would be great.
I just figured it might be easier because if you guys get stuck in here when there's people trying to choke you, that might be a little dangerous for your health.
Yeah, I'd love for you to sneak ahead and scout. That'd be great.
Okay. That is ultimately what he's going to be doing. He's going to be... I'm going to try to stealth, and then I'm going to just be kind of scoping out in front of me, and then if I need to, I'll use the torch if it's too dark.
Okay, no problem. Sorry, I'm just fucking with it. That's being weird. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna turn on. This is a twisty tiny cable.
Where'd everyone go?
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn on moonlight so it just looks dim. Whatever. Not too worried about it. You guys have light sources. I mean, you got have the map there. You should be able to see. Tell me where you're going. You can see this kind of cave, and it's a very narrow cave. You guys have now all exited out of this like 30-foot very narrow cave, and you've now opened up into one that's a bit bigger. The ceilings seem to vary from anywhere from like 10 to like 20 feet at certain points, and the walls themselves are all just like stone. This all appears like a natural cave.
Okay.
You're the scout, so want to go first?
Yep.
So immediately. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Roll for stealth.
Yeah. Please roll me a stealth in the tower, as well as I'm just going to say what you can see here immediately as you're going. You can see directly in front of you the cave immediately seems to split in two different directions, as well as all of you would see this as you guys are kind of moving through and entering into this larger area. A lot of all the walls here seem to be kind of have signs of being rich in crystalline rock. Like they all kind of glitter and sparkle a little off of your guys' light sources. Just kind of looking at them, though, they don't look like any particularly like precious gems or anything like that. But why don't you, Trindon, roll me your Aslanti lore skill real quick?
Okay.
More like quartz, I'm guessing.
Cubic zirconia.
Yeah, CZ. Yeah. So yeah, with that, Trindon, you know that there were some ancient texts of the very, very few that have ever been recovered from Aslant. The Aslanti hinterlands, which is like kind of where people think what's essentially left of the Aslanti continent, were very rich in crystals and their mountains and stuff like that, because that was something the Aslanti were kind of known for. That's one of the few remaining things that kind of stuck from them, was they were actually critical in the creation of Aeon Stones that still exist to this day. But they were the first society to ever do that. It does say untrained, but it's rolling him with the trained bonus. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
It works. Because I've noticed it before too, but it works. So I'm just not messing with it for the time.
Yeah.
Because it rolls it with the correct bonus. But so you would know that Trindon.
Okay.
But it's
He'll be looking up at these crystals and he'll be like kind of thinking in his head, and then he realizes, hey, these are probably Aslanti, the Aslanti crystals. He'll say out loud to everybody, I think these are ancient crystals from that the Aslantes used to create. I can't remember what you said, but
Aeon Stones is what they are, and those are something that are essentially they're small. Normally they're different shapes, different like gem state shapes and stuff like that. But basically what they do is they hover around a person's head, and there's like 15 different ones of them, and they all have different abilities. And out of game terms, that range from anything from where there's some of them that make it to where you don't require sustenance anymore, like you don't have to eat, and there's some that can extend your death saving rolls and things of that nature. Like there's all sorts of crazy things that you can do with them. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're a very cool item. Yeah, and the Aslanti were the pioneers of those. But that's what you see in Ticket. You feel like you don't know how well you're stealthing, but you're sneaking up pretty well. But you see this tunnel fork immediately as soon as you get around this corner. It goes off to the left and it goes off to the right.
Well, that's very interesting, Trindon. Do you think these would be of any value monetarily, or is it more going to be for like, once we clear this out, do you think it'd be more of like a tourist trap or something?
Are the crystals worth anything? We're trying to know that.
Not to your knowledge. These don't seem to be particularly valuable. Like maybe they could be useful in the right hands, but you honestly just didn't roll high enough to know for sure.
Okay, that's cool.
I need you to pick a hand, left or right.
Right.
Perfect. Ticket goes right.
Okay.
And Trendon will turn to Henris and he'll say, nah, I don't think these are worth much. It would probably be better to use it as a tourist trap.
Yeah, I mean, people like going into caves and stuff, like, ooh, it's dark. And
Adventure.
spooky. Adventurous. It's like we're adventuring, but it's like there's no harm to us, so it's okay. No guided tours or the like.
He can keep coasting me along if you want, Gage, but he's basically just going to keep going down the right-hand side.
Okay, yeah. I mean, what about the rest of you guys? What are you guys letting Ticket get far ahead? Like, what's the plan here?
I'm going to go a little bit with my light so he can actually have some light source.
Likewise.
He's low light. He's not dark.
Yeah, and so essentially right now, I don't know what's going on with the darkness of the map, so I just turned it on to light so you guys can see. But just, use your imaginations. Imagine you can only see, 20, 30 feet in front of you. But yeah, so you can just keep heading on. And as you get about here, Ticket, I'll say you can see there appears to be like a collapse. Like this cave used to connect over to the left to whatever that other forking direction you saw is, but it looks like these stones here have collapsed. And it looks like it's probably just a natural collapse. It doesn't look like this was like a trap or anything. It just looks like at some point in time that a smaller tunnel in here did collapse.
On that note, can I check for traps?
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah, just roll me a perception in the tower.
would chokers be intelligent enough to make traps? I don't know.
Neither does Ticket. He's not taking chances.
Fair enough. There we go.
Yeah, not what you can see. Not what you can see. At least where you're at right now, Ticket looks relatively safe.
Perfect. I'd be a shitty scout if I let them walk into the tripwire or something. Okay. Now, since he hears /
Yeah, I'm just
sees
gonna
the light from behind him, he's just gonna keep cruising.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn token off for the moment, guys. Just if I tell you to stop, just stop. Yeah. So yeah, just keep moving on. And so yeah, I'll let you guys all catch up there, and I'll have you stop there, Ticket. Are you staying that far back, Trenton, or are you gonna get a little? There you go. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So no, you're fine. I'm just asking. So I'm just gonna move you guys onto squares. Square. So as you're getting up to about that point, Ticket, you have the light now from Robert's sword, as well as Henris's light source, his light spell. So you can see this opens up to a rounded cavern with rough and irregular walls. There's occasional piles of fallen rock that seem to litter the passage, but not to the degree that navigating is impossible. In this particular room, though, you see a fair number of bones that are littering the cave floor. Looking at them, they are seemingly sorted into piles. There's one pile that you could definitely see a human skull sitting on top of, or at least a humanoid skull. There's a few others that look like they are just kind of small other sorts of creatures. You can't really tell what without getting a closer examination. You see like a bird skull, a rat skull, but they're all in these neat little piles with their skulls stacked right on top of them. And what did you try to do there, Robert? Because you can't occupy the same square.
I'm just trying to resize them out.
I can't carry you, friend. You're too big.
Yeah, I can't carry the ring, but I could carry you. But as you're noticing this, you kind of hear like a 3 distinct like squelching sounds.
Ugh.
And from the ceiling, which is pretty high, it's actually high enough you guys can't see it. It's about 40 feet up. So actually maybe Ticket can just barely see it. And what looked like rock formations. But yeah, actually, hold on. Let me roll something here real quick because I want to see. Yeah, no, Ticket, you saw these very clearly, so you guys will get your scouting bonus. Just as they started to move, are 3 of these like tusked frog-like looking creatures, like they were stuck to the ceiling, and they seemed to drop down from it right in the midst of you guys. Go ahead and everybody roll me initiative here, and give yourselves
let's go.
bonus for Ticket having scouting.
And what is the bonus again?
I think because you have the scouts feature, I believe it's +2.
Okay.
Do I roll my stealth initiative, I'm assuming, right?
And you would roll your stealth initiative because you were stealthing, yes.
Very nice. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, that's scouting, baby.
Nice.
Have
That's
to
good.
jump on them.
Nice. You guys did very well. And okay.
Oh, +2. But whatever.
Yeah, I'll bump you up. I mean, it's basically you're still in the same little bracket there. So it literally just makes you go before Trindon. But so that's these creatures. They kind of drop down to the ground around you guys. As I rolled pretty poorly with them. So Henris, you're up first.
All right.
Actually, didn't even roll that bad. You guys just rolled great.
So Henris is going to go to this frog-looking thing, and he's going to take out his machete. And he's going to go ahead and slash at this thing.
Sure.
Actually, no. You know what? Before he does that, I want to bless y'all. Let me just target everyone. Target friendly units. Then All right. And then there we go. All right, guys, y'all are blessed. And
Thanks, Henris.
you're
Bless up,
welcome.
man.
And let's see, that's 2 actions, so that will be it.
Didn't you have light on your machete? Like,
Yeah, I did.
so you had it like at your side. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all are blessed. That's. I mean, I could attack. That still be considered my first attack, or
Yeah, no, it's still your first attack. Bless is an attack action.
okay,
Yeah, so yeah, you could take so because bless is only 1 action now, or is it 2?
2.
Yeah, no. Well, you did step. So are you going to?
step.
You were 1 behind. So do you want to? I mean, that's not bad for flanking if you wanted to do that, but then that would be your turn. Or you could say you didn't move.
We'll just flank. I'll
Okay.
just flank.
Okay, cool. Good call, I think. So, all right. So, Ticket, it is your turn. And yeah, so that is correct. Ticket, you use stealth for your initiative. So, you were going before all of these creatures, which means that any of them that you attack are flat footed to you, and you get your sneak attack damage if you hit.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Perfect. I'm going to address the immediate threat, which is the one that's between Robert and Henris.
Okay. Perfect. That one would be flat-footed anyway, since it's in flanking, but still good thing. So just make sure you give yourself the +2 on your modifier.
Okay. I'm going to pull a combat check real quick.
You got this in the bag.
That's
Yeah.
right, baby. That's right,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
not
yeah.
a problem. So go ahead and roll your damage once, and it'll automatically double it, and then sneak attack doesn't get doubled. So roll that, and then did you roll that from your roll it from your action tab?
Okay.
Because then it should automatically double it.
Yeah, it should be the damage.
There you go.
Yeah, baby.
Perfect.
That's-
And now roll a d6 as well.
Got him good. Oh, yeah, the D6.
Yep, for the sneak attack. All right, another 1 point of damage.
Isn't it
Not
2?
bad though. No,
Is it
precision
2?
doesn't get doubled.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Precision does not
Pretty
double.
good.
But you have 2 actions left. I assume you had your dagger out. You guys are in a dangerous situation. So you have 2 actions left. What would you like to do?
He'll go for the other hand, and he'll offhand hit it.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Same thing. You still get the +2 on this. Just roll with the +5 instead of the +9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll still do. All right, and it's still precision damage, so still roll another d6. Oof, big one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
this frog is looking mighty hurt. You have a action left. What would you like to do?
So he's going to slam his bag, well, like one of the bags that he has on the ground to and it sounds like a bunch of glass is breaking inside of it. And he's basically just going to dump the bag behind him.
Okay, so you're throwing down some.
Caltrops, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that would be, you can pull the caltrops out, but I don't know if you can deploy them this turn. I think it's 2 actions because it's an interact to draw it out and then an interact to use it.
Gotcha. All right, then.
So you can have them ready to go for next round, though.
No, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to use my third action to attack again.
Okay, go for it. Yep, still getting the +2, so.
Forgot to add it.
Oh,
That's
but
fine.
yeah,
One missed is good. Yeah.
yeah.
Not bad, though. Not a bad round for Ticket. Poured 15 points of damage into this frog. And it
Yeah,
is
that's
Trindon's turn.
All right. Trendon is going to move up a little bit to get right behind Henris.
Okay.
And then he's going to cast Electric Arc on
Nice.
both
Yeah,
the
baby.
frogs.
What
Go for it.
happens to a frog in a lightning storm?
The same thing as anything else. All right, so the one regular saves, the other one regular fails. So go ahead and roll your
Okay.
damage, and it should apply it automatically. automatically. See who was the one who.
Got
So
shit
the
out of
untouched
them.
one was the one who saved. But yeah, so the other one was the one who failed. Nice. Yep. 1 and 2. Okay. So
Where's that?
as this guy gets zapped. What the? I swear to God, I fixed this every goddamn week. What's going on with that? Shouldn't because electric guard gets your spell modifier too, doesn't it? Yeah, plus
Yeah, it
spellcasting
should.
ability modifier. Yeah. What is?
So-
All right, I'm gonna fix this damn shit once for all. It's pissing me off.
And it
What
actually,
is what's your modifier? 4, right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
Path Builder says I get to roll it 2d4.
Is it at level 3? Is it 2d4 or?
Oh
let me
yeah,
see.
because it's heightened.
It's heightened at level 4, I think. Because
okay.
it's rounded up, is what it is. Yeah, because it's half your level rounded up. Is so at level 4, all your cantrips bump up to second level ones if they have a
Gotcha.
second level
Okay, that
instance
makes
of
sense.
it. But yeah, I'll add 4 damage to each of these guys, and actually, halved. So that's 2, so 6, so 3 for the one, and 6 for the other.
Awesome.
So the one who hadn't been touched was he's the one who saved the one. Okay, so the one who hadn't, the one who'd been fucked up already by ticket, that one is dead. That one just eyes like cook out of the back of its head, and then the other one is hurt, but not as much so. I'm gonna kill that one. Blep, dead, and you have it. Well, you moved and then cast, so that would be your turn.
Sure.
Trended. Perfect. Thank you. It's this one's turn. This one's like. And you see it like throws up a bunch of slime at Robert onto Robert.
Reaction shield raise.
Sure. You don't think it's necessary or would have helped in this case because it's not damage dealing, but you wouldn't know that. So yeah, you just kind of this slime like gets all up in your business, but luckily it misses you. It kind of goes wide. Your shield takes the bolt of it. Yeah, but it doesn't, and it but it doesn't start like sizzling or anything. You don't think this is like acid. So that's good at least. And then it's going to try to tusk you once. Nope. And then it's going to try to tusk you again. Why wouldn't it? Fuck it.
Oh man,
Let's hit it.
Yeah, he got it though.
With a 20. With a 20 -1. Minimum damage, 3 points of damage.
Scratched you.
Yeah, just barely nicks you. And now it's this other one's turn, and it's going to try to. It does the same thing. It throws up this slime at ticket. That's going to miss. And then it's going to try to tusk ticket once. That misses. And then tusk ticket one more time. Nope, not happening.
Wow.
It is to you, Robert.
I'm going to attack. At least one. Do 1 strike. Yeah, that's right, baby.
Yeah, that'll do.
Can I retroactively call that a combat assessment strike?
Yeah, let's see if it lives first. Yeah, that's fine though.
Oh, did I roll twice?
Yeah, no, it doubled. Yeah, it did it. Okay, yeah, sure, that's combat. Yeah, roll me a nature check.
Okay.
Do you get anything special for a crit on a combat assessment?
I'm pretty. Oh, I got a 19. It didn't show up on the thing though, but I promise I just.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious if you get anything special on a critical hit. You get a +2 knowledge bonus. Yeah. So what's your total with the 19?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm so.
Just what's your nature modifier? It's fine.
0.
Oh, 0, so it's just a 19, so it'd be a 21 then, because you get a bonus for a crit. Yeah, I mean, this thing is nothing too complicated. It's named a slurk, is what these creatures are. They are natural creatures. They just kind of exist. They're SLURK, but close.
Not like Dota, dude.
Yeah.
It's probably named after the sound it makes when it vomits up that slime.
Yeah, but they're just nasty little frog creatures. They live in caves. They actually are goblins, and kobolds will sometimes use them as mounts because they have like a sticky substance they emit from themselves. That's this entangling slime that it tried to hit you and ticket with. And if it hits you with it, you're essentially slowed and clumsy until the slime is removed, which takes a while to do. As well as it can the other thing you would know is it can extrude grease from its glands on its stomach in a 5-foot emanation, basically turning that all into uneven ground.
Like a penguin slime.
So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's nothing special about them as far as like, weaknesses or anything like that. They're just pretty basic little monsters. Their best save is fortitude. Their worst is will.
Sounds like
But
a
yeah.
Tetsukabra.
Yeah.
It just caused a lot of trouble.
Yep,
Okay,
they're just
so-
nuisances. But yeah, you got 2 actions left.
I'm going to take a strike, and I'm going to miss. And I'm going to target your Slurk number 2, and I'm going to scream at him with a glare so that he
Sure,
doesn't,
intimidating glare. Go for it. Yeah, that succeeds. They have a 12 will save. So he is shook. That's Slurk 2. I'll get the frightened condition on him if you want to hit that next turn button. But good turn from Robert. And it's back to Henris.
All right. So Henris will, let's see. First, he's got on target everyone. There. And he is going to go and
I'm gonna move up there.
to
Sure.
Slurk number 1. And he is going to attack it with his machete. Which I should
Stab that Slurk.
Stab that Slurk.
Just make sure you target it, but that does hit.
Shit.
So you're fine. Just I've got it targeted for you now, so roll damage. It should apply it normally.
And that. And 1d6 plus 1.
Nice. Yeah, you slash into this thing, and it's looking pretty hurt as well. Like this one, Robert laid into it, as along with Trindon's electric arc did some damage to it a minute ago. So it's looking pretty hurt, but it is still kicking. You have an action left.
All right. And with that action, I will. Why not? It's a cantrip, so I'll just cast guidance on Ticket.
Sure. Cast guidance on Ticket. Wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead and move it on to Ticket while you get that cast on him. Ticket, what would you like to do? There's one directly behind you. It tried to gore you with its tusks and failed miserably, and it also is now scared. You see it's extruded a little belly grease in fear.
Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to shed some glass behind me.
Sure. Yeah, so boop, boop, 2 action, throw that out at it. What, just directly behind Ticket there, like right here?
Yeah, basically just like right behind me, like where the thing was trying to gore me.
Got it. Okay.
And then am I able to step and attack the one that's near Henris?
It's 2 actions to throw out the caltrop. Oh, no. No, because you did do 3 actions last time just on attacking. So it's 2 actions to pull out the caltrops and use them.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be you'd only have 1 action left.
Okay.
So you could take a stab at the one right behind you, or you could try to step down, or just move in general. Because as far as
if they don't have attack of opportunity, you can stride. You can stride if they don't have attack of opportunity.
If I technically didn't kill the one that I was attacking, I can't use your next, correct?
I'm not 100%. What is that? I know of the feat. I think it does have to be a kill based.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
From what I remember on. Yeah. So it's immediately after you kill it. It's a reaction. So yeah, unfortunately, not in this case.
Okay, then I am going to throw one of my daggers at the first Slurk.
Okay.
Untarget the second one first. Nope.
Oof! Just whoop right over the top of his head, like lands in one of these little piles of bones. Is this
Perfect.
All right, that would be Ticket's turn. Wonderful, Trindon, back to you. What would you like to do?
He's gonna move up first so he can see both of the Slurks because he can only see one right now.
Perfect.
I think it'll be right behind Robert. There we go.
You can see them both, no problem.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do electric arc again to target both of them.
Go for it. Good move.
So good.
Yeah, and that's 2 failures. So go for it. Roll your damage. Should work properly this time. Hey, look at that. The one again gets fried, just like it is Dunzo. And there's only the one remaining, which it happens to be that one's turn now. It's going to try to get ticket. It's got to make what a reflex save to not take what a D4 of damage or something. Is that what the caltrop does?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's a D4 of damage, and I think on I can't remember if it's a critical failure or just a failure, then their movement's impaired.
All right, I'm gonna roll a reflex. See, yeah, I imagine that's what's the I think it's a DC 14, so I don't think that'd be a crit failure. So they would just, if you want to roll a D4 ticket, I'll apply the damage to them as they lunge at you.
Sure.
Nice, not bad. Yeah, this little frog feet get all cut up, but it is going to take a tusk stab at Ticket. Oof, cannot hit any of you. It's going to try one more time. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, 7 points of damage to Ticket as it stabs into you with its tusks. And then it's going to try to hit you with its slime for its last thing. And that's going to miss. So that is its turn. Back to you, Robert. Go ahead. What would you like to do? This thing is not looking particularly healthy.
Okay, I'm going to 30 feet. I believe I have movement of 30 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get there. That's fine.
I'm going to be behind him. I'm going to...
Do you want to move over one more and you can actually get flanking with Ticket? I think you have enough movement to get there. 5, 10, absolutely. 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, well, okay, that'd be 2 if you wanted to do that. It'd be 2 moves to do that.
Oh, okay, then I'm just gonna stay where I'm
Just stay where you are. Cool. Yeah.
And I'm going. Targeted.
Yep, I show you're good.
And
yeah, that'll do.
It's just
God damn.
We're gonna go again with.
Yeah. Yep, and this thing is Dunzo. How does Robert kill this frog?
He runs it through, like he slashes. It's a deep cut, screams, and then he just runs it through quickly before the sound can emanate.
Right, it like just kind of falls and deflates, and like they're all like slowly leaking this like belly grease, and like as you take your sword out of it, you see it's got this like, and you would have noticed it as well, taking on like your daggers and your machete, Henrix. It's got like there's like this sticky, almost resin like stuff that came off of them, but you're able to wipe it off relatively easily, and you know it's you can clean your weapons. But yeah, you guys have slew these frog creatures. Let's go ahead and take a quick fiver here, and we'll hop back in.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I am back.
I'm back too.
Yeah, I'm here.
Right on. Give Penrith a minute here. But yeah, you guys whooped those frogs' asses.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was pretty effortless.
I relax around the room.
Yeah. So you look around the room, and again, you just see these little piles of bones everywhere. There's like 7 of them. And
Look.
that. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna get my dagger back.
Yeah. You go pick up your dagger. But that's fine. But yeah, it's looking like you don't just from your check that you did on these, Robert. It doesn't. These creatures don't seem to have the intelligence that they would have done this. That does not seem to be the case. Like these are simple animals. These are just straight up animals, and these were obviously placed with care. Almost it seems not as if they were like buried, like they aren't covered with rocks, they aren't cairns or anything, but they are just in these. There's like 7 of them like scattered about the room, and anybody who wants to can roll me a medicine check if you're trained in it or better to see if you can identify any of these that are not obviously a humanoid.
These slurk. They're simple animals. These bones spread across the room. They're obviously placed.
Yeah. Gage, if I may, do you, I'll have I'm gonna have Henry see if he can like maybe collect samples of the slurk slime to use later.
Slurk slime. Yeah, so you can. Robert would know with his check though as well. This stuff hardens pretty quickly. Like it's already in the process of starting to harden, and that's actually why goblins and kobolds will use them as mounts because they'll essentially affix themselves to the slurk. Like they can't be knocked from them because it'll essentially harden them to the slurk. So it's something that it'll within minutes of these things dying without them putting out fresh secretions. Yeah, exactly. If you wanted to keep one alive, all what's that fucked up game? Not a Factorio, a RimWorld, where you keep people alive. If you want to RimWorld some living slurks, you think maybe you could do that at a later point.
I just keep it alive and harvest its slime.
Yeah, constantly harvesting slime.
It's like, kill me while you're talking animals.
But Ticket, a few of these. There's obviously some goblinoid creature here. There's there's a human one. There's another strange one that has very few bones, but kind of like its bones itself are kind of almost rubbery and soft. And that would actually, those of you who encountered it before recognize this as like a choker's skeletal form, like it's cartilagey skeleton, as well as just one that's just totally one that probably stands out because it's almost monstrous looking, and it's got like a basic humanoid structure where there's like a rib cage and femurs and bones that would make sense for a humanoid, but its skull is like misshapen and like kind of like has like weird dents and divots in it, not as if it was like from damage or something, but as if that's how this creature was just living, as well as like rows of shark-like teeth and very large eye sockets, like the size of it's like a regular size, it's like the size of a human skull, but its eye sockets are the size of like softballs, and it's like nothing I don't think any of you have ever seen before.
I noticed the slash on Ticket. Why don't you let's take 10 minutes, let's patch you up. We'll search the room for anything.
I got a better question. The bones that we're looking at here, that's about the right size for those things we're looking for, right? He points to the choker bones.
It seems a little larger. They're pretty big, but...
Well, my point is there's something down here that's having a buffet of anything and everything, including chokers. So maybe the reason why they were up there was because their den got threatened. Yeah. I'm just guessing here. I don't know what you guys have more experience with them than I do, but it just doesn't seem like they would eat their own. I don't even know if they're cannibals or not. I have no idea. Anyway.
Yeah, you can Anybody can roll me an occultism check on chokers themselves, because it's been a while since you guys encountered them. I don't remember what you learned the last time around. So if you want, you can roll me an occultism check. That's what those would be for those creatures. To see if you would know if they would eat. But yeah, you guys can attempt the medicine check. That's fine. Whoever's going to do it. Yeah, Trendon, you would know. Chokers not necessarily like cannibalistic by nature, but they are opportunity, creatures of opportunity. Like they wouldn't not eat one of their own if they were in like a where they needed to situation. If food was scarce or something, like it could definitely happen.
Gotcha.
Nothing.
Henris, you're pretty sure chokers are actually friendly. You think you've got them all wrong.
Now, hold on. Look how neat this is. These guys know the art of feng shui.
Trendon will just kind of say real quick that they will eat their own, but only if they're like desperate. Otherwise, they're more just opportunistic killers. Tell the rest of the party.
Yeah, ain't we all? Ticket's flop down on his ass, and he's gonna check himself and make sure that he's not like suffering from any weird diseases or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that way. Like you seem like these creatures like don't have any sort of poison or anything like that about them. It's just their slime and grease secretions. But yeah, if you are you going to attempt a medicine check on yourself, Ticket, or is somebody else going to try that?
I mean, I don't mind doing it unless somebody else wants to do it.
I could do a medicine check.
Yep, and you can roll with your +2 for the nature thingy. If you're rolling nature for it.
Absolutely.
And just a success. So a 2d8 for Ticket there.
Yeah, like from what I hear, it's a really good idea to always heal if you can.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, it's normally if you can, you want to heal up. So it's not a bad move. Are you going to request any healing there, Robert, being down 3, or are you just going to soldier on?
Yeah, 3 is fine. If I get crit, it'll suck, but hey. No, yeah, this is literally a scratch.
Yeah,
watch me get hit.
So, yeah. But this room appears to dead end, though. You guys take some time to like circle around it, looking for cracks and crevices or anything. But this room ends here. It seems to be this pathway that you guys went down just stops.
And there's nothing in the bones, right?
There's no items or anything. It's literally just the bones. Like the most you find is like a few like maybe scraps of leather in the definitely humanoid looking bone pile, but that's it. There's nothing of actual note.
Can I see a ceiling?
You can, if you guys like hold your torches up and look, you can see a ceiling about 40. Well, with your low light, you can for sure. You can see a ceiling. It's about 40 feet up.
Doesn't look like there's any other holes or anything.
Not in the ceiling. Yeah, but it is. Yeah, the ceiling actually is like covered in like this like hardened slime mixture is all over the ceiling. Like these creatures definitely have been here for a while.
All right.
Well, it probably has the consistency of a dried booger.
Ticket's gonna stand back up and thank the grandmother to himself. He didn't get eaten by the panther person. And he's gonna double back.
Yeah, well, I turned back off token lock.
All right, let's go back to the fork. And let's go this way. Go west, young rat.
All right, I'm gonna re-stealth and try scout again.
Yeah, go. Roll me another stealth check.
Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be in the thing. My bad.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So yeah, you're stealthing. Go ahead and start moving yourself forward. And I did actually get. I think I figured out what the problem is. I think basically we have to initiate a turn in combat for light to start working. I think is what it is. So light now is working correctly. So yeah.
I'm just gonna keep moving myself until you stop me. Okay.
Yeah. Go for it. Like I said, I'll let you know when. So it's just easier than me always having to clickety clack. So yeah, and you pass that other side of where this like collapses. So yeah, go ahead and keep trucking. Go ahead and when you get right there, stop Ticket, and then you guys just go ahead and I'll pile up however you would around him. But
hello.
So Ticket, as you're kind of getting forward, you can hear what sounds like small, I don't want to say quiet voices, just kind of, and then like every once in a while you hear like a tick, like something like a stone being thrown against a wall. But you can't really see from where you're at. But you do see this cave seems to go forward this ways, and then also seems to go down this way.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we should follow the sound.
Ticket's gonna throw his hand up to stop the group behind him, and he's gonna put his finger to his lips, or his snout, whatever. And can I roll a perception and kind of get a better idea about where the voices are coming from?
Yeah, please. Yeah, sounds like they're coming from like the south, like they're coming from down this way.
Okay. He's gonna turn around and kind of like stage whisper. So it sounds like they're coming from the lower part of it, but I don't know what's on the upper part of it. Do you guys want to bother, or do you want to go towards the voices?
Don't bother. Let's just take out what we need to do, and we'll investigate that later.
I disagree.
Right, we're supposed to be exterminating these little rubbery bastards.
Might be that. I'm going to hand Ticket caltrops that I.
Oh, thanks. Bless you.
Oh.
And Henry alerts all of them. His sneeze just echoes through this cave.
Climb. Fool of a talk.
Just to humor Robert, Ticket will move towards the northern side of the cavern, the one that goes up a little bit, and just see how far he can see.
Okay. So like this ways?
Yep.
I'll say you get about there, and with your low light, I think there's just enough light bleeding around the corner. And if these creatures weren't doing what you think, actually, now that you can see them, looks like playing a game, you think they would have probably seen this light, but they seem to be engrossed in what they're doing. And you see 4 small creatures. Like, you would know these chokers are pretty tiny. They're actually small. They're probably about on par size with Ticket. But these are, and this is what they look like for your sake, their Tickets, since you didn't see them before. But imagine they're like they're awful. But these are even smaller. These are like the size of, I don't know if they're as big as Ticket. These other ones are like the size of about half that size again. But there's 4 of them, and they appear to be picking up a rock. They have these little rounded rocks, and they're throwing them into like this small little. There's a small hole in the wall where they seem to be trying to throw this rock into. Like, they're playing a game. But these look like what you've been told these chokers look like.
They're having a cornhole tournament.
I can see them to the south, you said?
Yeah, coming down this way.
Ticket's gonna drop to like his side or his back, and he's gonna hold his finger to his snout again. He's gonna hold up four digits to the party behind him, and he's gonna point to the south cavern.
All right. Okay, we got 4.
Ticket is smart enough, I'm assuming, to surmise that these are children chokers.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. He has mixed feelings about killing children, but
it's either we kill them or they kill us.
Yeah, you have a Skywalker moment.
Ticket's gonna axe the idea of going to the northern cavern. He's gonna try to like hug the wall of the south cavern as much as he can, like down in this section, like right here.
Okay.
And he's just kind of waiting to see.
They're close at this point. They're like 5 feet away from you.
He's just kind of waiting to see what the rest of the party's doing.
So I'm going to load my crossbow as gently and as quietly as I possibly can.
Sure, roll me a stealth check.
Boy, that I don't think I'm trained in that. Oh God, guys, wish me luck. Dude, where's my stealth? Oh yeah, jeez. Can I cast guidance on myself quick?
You can. That's fine. It's just gonna. Well, you think that?
Wait, it's verbal. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fuck.
I've ran into that problem. Baldur's Gate. I'm like lockpicking, and then I cast guidance on myself, and then like the guy turns right to me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that component.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So you very, very slowly, put it in, you're like waiting. You're like waiting for each time they throw this rock, and that's when you like crank the crossbow one more time, timing it with them, and you're able to get your crossbow loaded. What about
like
Robert
trying to
and Trendon?
open a wrapper while you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yes, Trendy, you go first, because spoiler alert, I'm going in, babe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. He's gonna
Oh
hang
God, he
back
just
a little
ran in.
bit to see, to wait for them to come to us. I guess he doesn't want to go up
Okay.
there.
Got it. So you're just going to kind of stay where you are, no problem.
Yeah.
Kind of square. Same thing with you, Robert. And then so if that's the case, I assume are you just going to go in then, Robert?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wait, one moment. I think I have an idea. Pick it. Caltrops.
Yeah, hey.
Bring them to us.
Yeah.
We can create a choke point.
I mean, who am I to deny Robert from his Leroy Jenkins? If that's what he wants to do, I think he should do that.
Okay, fine. Well, all right, we'll let the kid
Yeah,
have his fun.
And I rush in.
All right, well, let's go ahead and I'll let you get there, and then roll me initiative,
for
everybody.
flavor text,
Get your +2.
As a flavor, I'm just going to be like trying to whisper to Ticket a strategy while he's rushing past.
Yeah, and that's it. And the light that's emanating from Shark Fin is just what kind of makes it kick off, and they immediately start yelling.
I'm like, Robert, no, damn it.
Ooh, these stealth checks, baby.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
going to roll mine.
I'm assuming I'm still in stealth, otherwise I'll roll
Yeah.
perception.
No. Unless if you're rolling to stealth, I'm gonna let you roll stealth for it. Not a problem.
I'm going to just roll my 15.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, probably much better for Henris to use his regular perception.
That 20 was pure
good.
fucking luck.
That's good. All right. So combat kicks off. It is you, Ticket. So they have noticed you, but you are still going. You are still going before them. So you still have the drop on these creatures, and you can see them. They're down there. They're small, little tiny little creatures, just to the south of you guys. There. There's 4 of them arrayed out. What do you want to do?
So they know I'm here.
Yeah, like Robert rounds that corner, and the light's in full effect. They turn and they look at the light. They've noticed you guys are there, but you still are going before them while having rolled stealth, so you still treat them as flat-footed and still get your sneak attack off, at least for the first round.
Okay. I'm going to close on the third one.
Okay. Wonderful.
And basically, he kind of like scurries towards it like on all fours, essentially. And like mid-stride, he's just got his dagger in one of his hands, and he just kind of like does like one of those leaping tuck and roll, like stab to the side of him. He's trying to get him between the ribs and like hang on to it. So let me see how successful I am in that. Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's so small, it just kind of like jerks out of the way right at the last moment. Your dagger like just grazes where it was. Well, hold on. It's flat-footed to you, so you actually have a +2.
Yeah.
Let me see
I
if
forgot about the +2.
That would actually just hit. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Thank you, because I forgot.
Yeah, no problem. Nice. And then go ahead and roll another d6 because it is flat-footed. So you get your precision. Nice. Okay. Wow. So you stab into this thing, and it's still kicking, but it's looking pretty hurt.
And that was
2. You moved and then struck.
Yeah. So I was making sure I only moved 10 feet. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again. I'm gonna basically just bring the other hand up and just try to sink it into him.
Yeah, no problem. Make sure to give yourself the +2. Okay, yeah, even that one with the +2. That one will be a miss.
Okay.
Okay, so you swing out at it, you hit it once, you connect, you hurt it pretty bad, and it's still kicking. It's now one of these creatures' turns. It's going to move up over here, and then here. They're tiny. They can share each other's squares. So he's technically in the square right in front of you, Ticket. But I'm just putting him there for being able to see you. And he reaches out at you with its arm. Its arms go to try to wrap around your little rat throat. And it misses with a 3, and then it's going to try to do that one more time. Nope, not going to happen. That's its turn. This one doesn't do well. It's the one behind it. It's actually going to back up. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Wow.
45, 50.
That's
Well, it's using all its
guy.
actions.
Oh, okay,
it's using
yeah,
all its actions.
yeah.
No, and you see it just take off. It just starts running down this cave, yelling, and it is your turn, Henris.
Just waving its little noodly arms.
Yeah,
like some
exactly.
dog.
Yeah.
All
But yeah,
right,
Henris,
so
what would you like to do? You have a loaded crossbow ready to go.
First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into the forces of nature, and I'm going to sprout some thorny growths on my skin.
Okay.
That way, if these guys ever try to freaking strangle me, they're going to get a little prick first.
Little prick.
It's a little prick. There we go. So vibrant thorns. Hey. Okay,
Not a bad move. 2 actions left.
And now I shall go ahead and let's see, where am I? I'm just going to move this way a bit. Yes, and then target choker number 3.
Go for it.
And we're going to roll, baby, roll. With my machete.
Your crossbow.
Crossbow, right. Sorry, I'm not going to throw it. I can't do that.
Just stick it right in the back of the head.
I am not Danny Trejo.
Or Ticket.
Wish it was.
R.I.P. All right, yeah, and the bolt goes wide.
All right, well.
You got 1 action left. Do you want to reload or?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and reload.
All right, wonderful. So you reload, and that is your turn. All right. Okay, Robert, it is your turn.
I'm going round around the corner and get behind this guy as they are attacking Ticket.
Yeah, if you want to move through their space, you do have to do a tumble through action.
Ooh. Okay. Then in that case, I will get. Next.
You can move here. Yeah, you can move you can occupy this space and attack from there.
I can't actually see the other one. So we're gonna go for Mr.
Got it.
Back. Wow.
Oof. There's the inverse of those 20s.
Yeah, there's my karmic dice.
Yeah.
I have 1 action left. Yeah, we're gonna attack again.
Go for it.
Yeah. Fuck.
Unfortunately, does not do it. Alrighty, Trindan, you're up.
All right. First thing he's gonna do is he's gonna move. I think right next to Henris to see if he can see them all.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so you would technically be able to see 1 and 3 because they're occupying the same square. So if that's what are you gonna electric arc them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll target them for you. There you go.
Please don't let them give me the suck.
All right. Where did electric arc go? You fell off my cantrips.
No.
Hang on 1 second.
Back on there.
There you go.
Yeah, crit failure and a regular success. So go ahead and roll your damage, and it should.
Okay.
Yeah, one who's already taken damage takes double, which he dies, and then the
He's
other one
cooked.
is he just like fucking explodes. Boom!
Boom.
It's just gone.
Ticket's like,
And
holy crap.
yeah, just like it's just gonzo. And the other one is looking like it's barely hanging on, like it's dazed. It's like sitting there, kind of like wobbling back and forth. But that
Yeah,
is
like
oh,
electricity
hi.
coming off.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Penny. Hi. Okay, but yeah, so that is your turn there, Trendon. It is actually that one's turn, so it's going to, with its dying breath, and it's going to try to hit your friend and mine, Ticket. And let's see, arm attack.
Ticket.
4. Nope. Not
He's
Right,
dodging.
don't
He
touch
is
Ticket.
dodging
Don't do
today.
it.
Yeah, dip, duck, dodge, and dip.
Don't do it
He's
Yeah,
just
no,
hanging
not
on to
happening.
something.
Yeah, this thing is
He's
like
flopping around with it.
yeah, it is not happening, and this thing's going to go to run, but you do get an opportunity attack on it there, Robert.
Yep. I am going to do that. That's 3, right?
Yep, yeah, that's the only one that's still kicking over there.
Okay. Let's see how it works. It's well.
You're not targeting it, but that hits, so just
Yeah,
target it for damage.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't even don't. I mean, you don't have to. You're gonna kill it. It has 1 HP left. So.
Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, minimum
Oh,
damage
exactly
still
what
does
you
it. Still does the
said.
job, and this thing just it just like explodes, and that is its turn. That is this last one's turn actually, and it runs as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That is its turn. And okay, got it. And it is back to Ticket. So 2 of these creatures are dead. 2 of them have fled further into this cave. What do you want to do?
And that branching path to the southwest, does it look like it just continues?
This one right here, it looks like it just
Yeah.
ends. That's where they were like playing this little game at.
Gotcha.
There's just like a hole in the wall, like a
Right.
small hole, like say like a golf ball.
Well, Ticket is going to spend all of his actions dropping to all fours and giving chase.
All right, hell yeah. Yeah, so I'll just what do you got? What do you got? 25 feet of movement?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 20, so you go 20. You can go another 5, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you know there, well, okay, you can't really see much at that point. Do you think he's still going to keep going in because you're out of even the low light at that point?
He's going to stop when he stops being able to see what's in front of him.
Okay. So yeah, it'd be right about there where you're at. So you have an action left. Or you just gonna kind of? I mean, I assume you already have your daggers out and stuff like that. Is there anything? Do you want to pull out like a caltrop or anything? Or are you just gonna kind of wait?
Is there any way that I could use the turn to try to blend in more with the wall?
You can stealth. Yeah, you can roll a stealth check. Yeah, you can try to
I'll do
hide.
that.
Yeah, roll me a stealth in the tower. Okay, got it. All right. That is this creature's turn. You can't see it, but it's doing something. And there we go. And it's back to Henris. You just saw Ticket rush after these things down this cave.
I'm
Fucking
going to
squid
also go after.
Sure. I'll just, yeah, there you go. So you move 25. There's 1. You got 2 left. You can now, I believe, just barely see Ticket down there. And Ticket, you see this light slowly coming up behind you, illuminating what you can see.
And 1 more.
All right. Boom. You move down a little further, and you can now see Ticket and Hindrance. You can both see that there is one of these creatures just down there a little south from you guys. And Hindrance, you do have 1 action left, and you reloaded last turn, so you can't take a shot at it with your crossbow if you like.
I'm going to take the shot.
All right. Just make sure you target it.
Take the shot.
Shoot
Jay!
the J. Shoot it.
All right. Target locked. And ready, aim. There we go. Work with me. Thank you. Fire.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, yeah. Love to see it. And that will do 1d8. Money.
Yeah.
Nice. Big
Yeah.
hit.
Woo!
Big hit at the rim. All right. This thing gets impaled with this fucking crossbow bolt. It's all right, but it's still alive at least, but it's not all right. And then Robert, it is your turn.
Probably punctured a lung.
I watch
Both of
Ticket
them, maybe.
rush in, and I watch. I'm like, Ticket! And then I watch Henris follow. I shrug my shoulders, and I begin to march in.
I was moving you over because you're like stuck in the wall essentially.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 30 feet. One action.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, you get. I'm just gonna put you there because then you aren't halfway in the wall.
Okay. I'm going to do action move. I'm gonna do front.
All right, right there.
Ready is a. Oh, you know
Two
what?
actions.
Yeah, it's 2 actions. Okay. Well, I'm gonna target that guy, and I'm going there at Miss 4.
All right, got it. I'll get his DC here.
You want me to roll that in the tower, by the way?
No. Intimidation checks are fine out in the open. That is a failure, unfortunately.
Yep.
DC 15.
Yikes.
You weren't far off, but yeah. All right, and I believe that would be your turn, Robert. Perfect. Trendon, they've left you all alone in the dark.
Brendan's gonna be looking around like, what the fuck, guys? And then he will head off towards or after Robert.
Yeah. You can see where the light's coming from. So Trendon's got 25 right too. So I'll just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That'll be one action. You want to keep going further?
Yeah, I'll go another 25 or right behind those guys.
10, 15, 20. Literally right. Not one more gets you right there behind Henris.
Okay, that's cool. And then actually, I can't do anything. I can't attack.
Cast shield.
I'll cast shield on myself.
You don't know. Maybe there's some in the goddamn walls. We don't know.
True.
It's in the walls, man.
Shield doesn't have a cooldown unless it actually blocks, right?
Right. Yeah.
I don't need. Yeah. Unless you actually do the damage reduction with it.
Okay, cool.
All right. So this creature moves away, and it's outside of Robert's reach. So an opportunity attack there. 5, 10. Okay.
Shit,
And that is its.
Fuck. I had
That's
lunch.
its turn. And this 15. And from around the corner, you see a full-grown one of these come around there, Robert, and it reaches out at you with its long, lanky arms, and it's got a 10 feet reach, and it goes to grab at you, Robert.
Okay, I'm gonna raise my shield.
8 on the die, doesn't matter. Looking sucky, shitty chokers. I did, and another 8. All right, and that's its turn, and it's back to you, Ticket. There's now a full-grown one of these has now come around the corner, and it's gross and awful glory. You can see it full on.
I mean, I imagine it's probably upset that we're attacking its children. So
it doesn't seem happy about it.
Is it like? Because I can't see it on the board. So is it like?
It's kind of around the corner. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't reveal it. That's on me. There you go.
Okay, got it. I just wanted to know what the distance was. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, he's 10 feet away currently.
Well, he does kind of like Robert a little bit, so he's gonna close on it. And,
Are you trying to get next to it or just directly in front of Robert?
Close enough to where I can hit it.
Yeah, that's fine, right? You can hit it from right there. So,
is it flat-footed to me?
no, it is not. That's only for your first round. You can try to make a diversion or a feint if you can try to feint it.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. So yeah, we're gonna feint it.
All right, that's a deception check from you, I believe, against their will DC.
Mm-hmm.
And I have their will DC here, so go ahead and roll your check. I'll let you know if you succeed. That is a success, regular success. So it is now flat-footed to you for this turn.
And on my last action, he's gonna use the opposite hand that has a dagger in it and trying to stab it in the arm that's trying to reach out for a bear.
Yeah, got it. Go for it.
I've got
Let me
target,
check
so-
this. Yeah, you're fine. I'm seeing if that'll hit. That will hit. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, the +2 was on there already. So you are good. So go ahead and roll damage and then roll another d6. And I'll apply that to it as you sneak attack it as well. All right. So you hit it, you stab at its arm, and it like hisses, but that is its turn. And then thank you for hitting the button. All right. And then that is Henris's turn.
All right, Henris is going to load his crossbow,
Got it.
and he is going to take aim at Mama Choker.
All right, I'm going to say you are going to take a -1 in this case because now you're shooting through 2 allies, but you can go ahead and just take the shot and I'll apply it.
I'll take the shot. Like, take the shot, shoot her. We already did that joke. Anyway. Gotta get my action. There we go. Okay. And
Yeah, that'll hit even with the -1, so you're good there.
yeah,
Let's go ahead and roll your damage.
roll, baby.
Nice, not bad. So 3 points of damage. This crossbow bolt slams into this choker. Does not look happy about it. You got 1 action left.
Okay. And with that, I will reload.
All right, perfect. Load, shoot, reload. Got it. It is now another
rinse, repeat.
10, 15. And another one of these comes around the corner. Another full-grown
And
one.
there's Papa Choker.
And it gets up and it can't get to where it can use its reach to its advantage, so it's just going to try to get old ticket here. 15 on the die. Yep, that'll hit. And hits you for 8 points of damage, as well as it now grabs you.
Neat.
And yep, you are now grab ticket, and then it's going to constrict as it brings its hands around your throat. And along with you now are being strangled. So this is a fortitude save. It'll roll it for you automatically. You succeed. You're great. So you only take half this damage. So
Yes.
wow. 2 points of damage as these things constrict around your throat. Unfortunately, though, this thing is the one creature that doesn't have to use an action to grab, so it can constrict one more time. So it's going to try to keep choking you here. That one is going to be okay. Do you want to hero point that ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go ahead and re-roll that. Okay. Hey, it's not a crit failure. It's just a regular failure then. For max damage. That's pretty good. That would have been 18 points of damage, maybe. So that is its turn. As this thing is now constricting and strangling Ticket is the biggest thing here. You are now suffocating, but I'm not going to worry about that at this exact moment. We're going to go to Robert.
Oh boy. Are they 10 meters? Let's find out. They are. Okay, so
Yeah, they're both 10 feet.
I'm going to.
I think you could squeeze into the space directly above Ticket and take a swing at the one that's next to him. Or I think you could squeeze into either space, honestly, either the one above or below Ticket. But the one that's directly in front of Ticket is the one that's currently strangling him.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take an action. I'm going to move.
Got it.
One. I'm going to.
Yeah, I think it kind of has you in the wall. I'm going to try to, let's see if this, there we go. I'm just going to kind of have you guys share a space for the moment.
Yeah. I'm going to intimidating glare the one that is strangling Ticket.
Okay, go for it.
One who's not hurt.
Yep. DC 18, I believe DC 17.
Damn. Oh, man.
fail.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to attack him in that case, so we're going to...
No, you're fine. You have, looks like, so I'm sorry, you're going for 1?
Yeah, the choker one, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like you saw the weak one targeted is what it was, so I'm just going to clear your targets. No, you're fine. and then I'm just going to retarget him. And I mean, that's a hit. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage. All right, 6 points of damage as you lay into this thing with your bastard, or your longsword, I'm sorry. And it looks hurt, but it is still doing just fine. And I believe that is your turn. So I'm going to go ahead and move it along to Trendon. Trendon, I think you can see the one, I believe, but that's it. You can't see the one that's grabbing him. So if you want to, you can move though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move down to there to see if I can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see them both now. Yeah. So.
Okay. Then
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
do electric arc.
All right. That's fine. Does it? Huh. I don't know. Well, that's funny. I don't know why Trendon still has bless active on him. I'm gonna get that off, but that's fine regardless. It wouldn't have affected this, so it's fine. But yeah. So yeah, go and roll damage. As one fails, one succeeds. All right. So the one takes 5. The one takes 2, but they're both still looking pretty hale and hardy. You know, these are a bit beefier creatures, and that would be your turn. That's that. It's now this one's turn, the one that's directly in front of Robert, and it's going to try to get Robert in its strangling grasp as it reaches out towards him.
Shield raise. Wow. That's a nice crit.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shield block. Shield block.
Yeah. I'll roll some damage here, so reduce that. Give yourself what's your shield? You're 5, right?
5
so
minus
you
5.
guys, so I'll take 5 damage off of you, and make sure you just apply. So that's what, 9 in total. Shit. What the hell were you at? 17.
I was -3 coming in, so yeah.
You're -3 and then 14. Yeah, so 17, and then you're gonna subtract 5, so it'll be at 12, and then just make sure you apply. Make sure you apply 9 to your shield as well. 9 damage to your shield. And this thing now has you grabbed, and it's going to do its constricting ability. It's going to have your roll fort save. Here we go. A natural 9. That's a regular failure. You just let me know if you want to use a hero point at any point. And then it's going to constrict one more time. Natural 13, regular success. So half damage. So there you go, half of that. So 3 points of damage. And this thing is like, in Robert, you're also being choked. So you are now suffocating as well. This is all too familiar to you, unfortunately. But Ticket, it is your turn. Grabbed essentially just means that you are, it's flat-footed. You are flat-footed to it now. But you're just immobilized, but you can still feint, you can still attack, you can still do all of that. You just can't move essentially. So if you want, you can still try to feint it to get it flat-footed to you, or you can try to break the grab, and that would be an acrobatics, an athletics, or an unarmed attack, whatever is best for you.
Okay. He's basically gonna try to use his dagger to like wedge it in between the sucker arm thing, whatever the fuck it is, and him to try to like separate himself from it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna whatever's best. You said it's acrobatics, athletics, and unarmed.
Oh, yep.
All right, I'm gonna roll acrobatics for that. You want me to roll on the tower? Or?
Nope, open's fine. All right, I think that's a success. Let me check though. This is against their fortitude. I don't know why. This is one that always, regardless, that's a success, no matter what save it is. So that's a success. So you're able to break the grab. This thing no longer has you grabbed. You are no longer suffocating. You're able to wedge its hands away from your throat, and you're able to get a breath in and break free of its grasp.
All right. I'm changing my target to the one that was just choking me now. And he is going to, I'm going to feint first.
All right, go for it.
Was that one action or two? What I just did to prime?
One action. So it's one action, but it counts towards your multiple attack penalty is what to keep in mind. So you can feint, but then it would still be your second one if you go to attack next. Okay. But yeah, go for it. Roll a feint.
Okay.
That's a deception against their will. I believe it was 18. Yep, that's going to succeed. So to your next melee attack, they are flat-footed to you. So you give yourself the +2, and then you roll your +5 modifier. And unfortunately, even with the +2, it does not quite do it.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. And that, I believe, would be Ticket's turn. And it would be, one of these little ones gets bold and runs up. And it's going to move here. And no, it's gonna wait right there. It's just gonna see what happens. It's just watching what's going on. And it's your turn, Henris. You see Ticket is broke out of this grab, but Robert is currently being suffocated.
Okay. So we got ourselves a bit of a okay. You know what? I could probably stabilize it if it worse comes worse. I'm going to try to sever that fucking arm, and I'm going to do so with a little panache. I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Sure.
And yeah, so I'm casting Spiritual Weapon. I'm going to go for whichever one is the one that's currently strangling Robert.
That's the one, the more southern one.
All right, so I will
Shucks, howdy.
target.
And I'm imagining, is the spiritual weapon a machete? Or
It is.
What is it? Yeah, I thought so.
Well, I mean, it's a machete, but I feel like because, Mother Jaguar is more of a like Aztec or Mesoamerican flavored. So the machete is going to be more shaped like a macohatl.
Is that the ones where it's like the obsidian pieces between the two pieces of wood?
Yeah, basically the Aztec chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's uncommonly known. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack it.
Remember, spiritual weapon uses your spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It's added to it. D8 1d8 plus 4. So I gotta see if does it make a save or.
No, it's a spell attack. It's your spell attack modifier.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is plus
your crossbow's
9.
like plus 5. Your spell attack's like plus 9.
I think it's plus 9 at this level. Yeah, that hits.
Right. And.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
11 points of force damage as you lay into this thing. And it looks hurt. It's still kicking, and its arm goes real rubbery, but it's still that's part of its thing. This thing doesn't have it's just and it's still got its arms wrapped around Robert though. What is it?
Okay,
You get to.
And with my last action, I'm going to fire my crossbow at it. Since I loaded it earlier.
Yeah, you loaded it last turn. Yeah, no problem.
Woo,
Still shooting through 2, so it will take the -1, but go for it. And I think this is at your second attack. I actually don't know. I've never used spiritual weapon. Let's see. Well, I don't think so, since it uses your weapon strikes are melee spell attacks, regardless of experience, blah blah. Deal damage to the type. Take a shot and we'll see what happens. Just take it with your regular modifier, and I'll figure it out if I need to.
With the +5 modifier, or
yeah, that's fine. Your +5 is fine.
Okay.
And then I'll just subtract the 1 from it. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, that would miss regardless. So, moot point. So yeah, you do, and that is Henris's turn though. An effective turn though. Good damage on it. As it is now.
That was pretty freaking
That was
sweet.
good. That was good. It is this creature's turn again. Since Ticket is still there up in its business, it's just going to try to do the same thing. It's just going to reach out and try to grab the Ticket again. 13 on the die is going to do it.
God damn it.
It's going to hit you for another 8 points of damage. Start strangling you and have you make a fortitude save. Natural 2.
I got nothing to go around that, so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You do have your
yeah, shit. You might want to hero.
He used it
I don't have any more
already.
hero points.
Oh shit.
He used his one. Okay, this thing has Ticket and is suffocating, and this can be very bad. We'll circle back around to it on Ticket's turn. I use to move him an initiative here, but this thing has Ticket wrapped up.
I found out where your rolls went.
Turn. Yeah. And Robert, it is your turn. Same deal. This one in front of you is looking pretty damn near dead, but it does still have you choked up.
I saw the spiritual weapon do the nice slice, and I'm going to attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yep, and then I'm going damage.
Yeah. Had 5 HP exactly.
Oh, nice.
So you managed to I imagine you just sever its arms, just and it's just it's like a fire hose of black brackish blood, just kind of going everywhere. It's awful as this thing falls over dead. And that is its life. You are no longer being suffocated. You turn and you see Ticket has gone unconscious and his life is literally being choked out by this other one. What do you want to do? You got 2 actions left.
On you that I gave you, right?
Yes,
I mean,
but he's being choked.
You
so-
actually can't take it. Yeah, there's
gonna say,
Right,
when
you
you're
can't swallow
suffocating,
it,
you
damn
can't.
You gonna put it in my nose, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you gotta intravenously inject it. But yeah, so you got 2 actions left,
Put it in
Robert. What
my
would you like to
dart
do?
gun.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to roll. I'm gonna glare, pissed off at this one. Yeah, that's right.
That's gonna succeed. Regular success. I'll get a frightened on it, and you have an action left.
We're going to try something. Try something a little different. Shield bash,
All right,
but
nice.
it fails.
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, fails as you go to bash at it, and it's rubber. You hit it, but its rubbery body just doesn't react to it. Is what it is. It's just and that is. It's your turn. Back to Trindon. You see Ticket is currently his lifeless body is trapped in this thing's hands. What would you like to do?
Trendon is actually going to use one of his 2nd level spell slots. He's going to cast Phantasmal Treasure on the choker.
Nope. What the hell is that?
Ooh.
So basically what happens is it's a phantasmal image of the most precious thing imaginable to the target appears in a location of my choice within the spell's range. The target can only see the treasure, but they have to do a will save.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and
Make it move.
Of the dead child you
Yeah.
just murdered.
yeah, do you get target him for sure, and then you should be able to make him make the save from the spell. There you go. Boom. That's a failure on its end. So what happens here?
On a failure, it becomes fascinated with the treasure. It lasts for a minute. If the target can try to disbelieve the illusion, if it touches the treasure, seeks to examine it, or speaks to it, but it lasts for a minute. And I'm gonna put it kind of where that other one died, but a little farther, that square farther back, so it'd be kind of drawn towards that
Like down this way.
Move.
Like down deeper into the cave.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I just want him to move away from Ticket and Robert.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. I always gotta look up fucking fascinated. I always forget what the hell that, because it's an odd one. It's an odd condition.
Yeah.
It was very bad in Pathfinder 1, and I know they've made it better, but it's just one that's just kind of, so you're compelled to focus your attention on something, distracting you from whatever else is going on. You take a -2 status penalty, perception and skill checks, and you can't use actions with the concentrate trait unless they or their intended consequences are related to the subject of your fascination, blah, blah, blah. For instance, you might be able to seek and recall knowledge. This condition ends if a creature uses hostile actions against you or your allies. Okay, I think that, I think in this case, it's kind of a dumb creature. These things aren't particularly smart. It's gonna be fascinated. I'm gonna have it move down this a ways, but I think it's with its rubbery arms, it's still got 10 feet on Ticket, so it's still holding on to him. But you do get an opportunity to attack. You do get an opportunity to attack, Robert.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not for naught. It's basically forcing an attack, which is great. So yeah. Good. Boom. This thing it's looking real hurt, but it moves. I'm gonna say it keeps going though. It's not a crit, so it doesn't interrupt it, but you hit it as it goes, and it's like, and it's running away, and it's still like its arms are like almost draped near your feet too, Robert. But that is good move, Trenton. I think you have an action left. If there's anything else you want to
do, just cast shield on myself, I guess, and then.
All right. Cool. Good move though. Good move. Weak chokers are basically out of the fight. I'm leaving them alone. Yeah, and don't let me forget, but I'm gonna give you another hero point. I'm gonna give you a hero point for that one, Trenton. But since we're almost done tonight, I'm not gonna give it to you now. But sorry, dude. But Henris, it is your turn. Your spiritual weapon is up in the mix already there. Well, I assume you're gonna have it try to take a shot at this fella.
I'm gonna have the little machete that could go ahead and take another swipe at that thing.
That's just one action, right?
It is after it's already summoned. Yeah, it's just sustaining the spell. It's really good.
Just sustaining, so very useful. I like it.
Spiritual weapon's apparently better than like anything in the world.
I'm glad I chose that spell. I was thinking that'd be cool for like flavor wise and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, like reading it, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Don't forget, you do also have 2 hero points, though, Henry, so you can burn one of those up here.
I'm
No,
burning
we are-
a hero.
Recommend it.
How many hero
Recommend it. We're getting near the end, so go for broke.
I'm gonna pop one. All right, pop
Yeah.
the hero point, and we are going to try that one more time. This time with gusto.
Oof. That's
Enough
the
gusto.
way the hero points go.
One more
That is the
time.
go for
One
it.
more
Yeah,
time.
burn them up. Burn them up.
Come
Might
on,
as
this
well.
one's for all the beans.
You got full health.
Hey,
There
that's
we
what
go.
I like.
That's
go.
more like it. That's more like it.
This. Go for it. Let's
I
see.
love to see it. Okay.
Full damage, baby.
Woo, show me it.
Okay. So that is
Oh,
incredible. That is incredible because I will let you know there was a very real chance Ticket died on this as soon as your turn completes. So I'm going to, just for shits and giggles, I want to see what would happen. Will you roll me a fortitude save, Ticket? Let's just pretend like you're fine, like you're unconscious, but your access to air is restored. Now that this thing isn't choking you anymore. But just roll me a fortitude save real quick. I just want to see what would have happened here.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so that wouldn't have been a crit failure, which is just a straight up you die, but basically you would have instantly went to dying 2 because you take a D point of damage or a D10 of damage, and then you would have still had to make your check. So you could have, and then if you roll a 1 on that, that would have been lights out for Ticket. So yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, it's suffocating is no joke, but this creature is dead. The little ones, I'm going to let you guys decide just kind of out of combat. I'm not going to make you guys role play. These things have 13 health, 16 AC. You'll be able to smash them up. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. So I'm not going to make you guys hunt down these little ones, I assume. What do you guys do, though? I'm just going to, at this point, I just want to know. Like, they're running into this room, and this cave does dead end.
Can I just like describe my little finishing move though on the
Oh,
thing?
yeah, please, yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, come on, Robert got one. I don't freaking.
Yeah, no, please.
So what it's going to do is I'm going to have it spin like a buzzsaw, and this paddle, this frat paddle of death, is going to just lengthwise go down at the choker and just slice this thing from like freaking nape to neck, like from friggin' like, from navel to neck, and just cut this thing in half.
Hell yeah.
Hardcore.
Love it. Yeah, this thing is just gonzo. Hitters would still have 2 actions, so that's why I'm asking though. I mean, combat's essentially ended here. I just want to know what you guys want to do.
And my next action, my next 2 actions is I'm going to cast the Pop a Heal on Ticket.
That's kind of what I figured. So go for it. Well, yeah, makes the most sense.
I'm gonna
It's a
pop
good
it up
use.
myself, like, oh yeah,
Full HP. Yeah, go for it. Roll your heal. Let's roll your heal because that does matter because he is down, as well as Robert is down a fair amount of health too. And you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to target Ticket.
I mean, and not to meta too hard here, but if you wanted to, you could essentially save it and just do a 3-action heal instead of just on Ticket. You could do the 3-action to hit both Robert and Ticket if you want to take that heal back, essentially.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way you're getting maximum usage for the spell slot.
Yeah, might as well then. Okay.
Yeah, so that would be what is it for a 3-action heal? What is it? It's just it's a D8 plus 8 if I'm not incorrect. So yeah, so it'd be 9. So essentially I'll put you back up at 9 Ticket, and then I'll was it 26? Nope.
I mean, I could easily pop 2 since we kind of got this. We got this in the bag now.
I'm going the wrong way with that. There we go. Yeah, and then you would go back to 10. Okay, so yeah, that's fine if that's what you guys want to do. But basically, I just want to know what are you guys doing with these little ones? Like I'll say at this point, you can see like Robert, you can see around the corner. I'll say you take a look, you can see this cave dead ends. Like all that's left in here are these 2 young chokers that are like cowering in a corner.
Oh God.
I think we got to kill him.
Yeah.
Have to. They're just going to grow up to be grown-up ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're small.
Nurture versus nature. Wow. You guys just write them off already. These horrible
They're wild
monsters.
beasts. They are wild beasts. They're not like goblins where you can, civilize them. These things are wild, untamed, savage creatures.
Is there a way to communicate with them at all?
Not from what I don't think any of you guys speak their language. I'll double check here, but I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know if they speak a language.
Well, I don't know if
don't think
Trendon
they
or
do.
Henris have telepathy of any kind.
Yeah, no,
I
I don't think so, right? Because
I
even
have
if it's something like
message,
message,
but yeah,
I think you
have to
still have to
speak their
speak
language.
the language. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is a language none of you would know. So yeah, there doesn't appear to be any way to communicate.
Any of you speak Esperanto? Wait, no.
Seems pretty cut and dry to me then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna take a deep breath, and I'm going to go do the dirty business.
Yeah, and you do.
Quick and humane. Quick and humane.
Yeah, quick and humane as possible. It's what I imagine. So I'm gonna
just take the machete to just behead both of them and just
Jesus. Very humane. It's a cartel business. Yeah, so you guys do that, and I imagine you take a little time and look around this place, and you can see that this appears to be where these chokers were layering. You don't think you finished exploring the cave. That's where we'll stop for the night as far as exploration of the cave goes. But you think you've probably dealt with this choker threat. But there is still more to this cave, which I imagine you guys are probably going to want to check out the rest of the way, as you still doesn't really seem like the bones that you saw. That doesn't really seem like the work of chokers either. Like they are just, they're aberrations. They aren't, natural beasts, but they still aren't particularly intelligent. Not at least in that sort of way. They don't have these weird serial killer tendencies. But I will say, in the corner of this room, I don't know who finds it, but one of you finds actually a small burlap sack, tucked away, and that seems to be where there were some items that had been stored. You assume by these chokers from maybe their past victims. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what you find here. It's the last little bit of the night here. You guys find some pretty cool shit. So the first thing is a cat's eye elixir. It's a consumable alchemical option. Yeah, for the next minute, you reduce the flat check to harder.
Very useful.
Yep, you reduce the flat check to target hidden creatures by 5, so you don't need to attempt a flat check on concealed creatures. That's very good to have. There's a monkey pin, which is a consumable talisman you affix to your armor. You have to be trained in athletics, and when you climb with it, if you succeed, you can move your full speed for the climb. And even if you crit failure, you just treat it as a regular failure. There's an ornate silver mirror with a rose motif, which looks like it's probably just worth some money. There's a moderate level thunderstone, which is a thrown alchemical bomb, which when you throw it, it's a DC 20 and it deals 2d4 sonic damage and 2 sonic splash damage. These are my 2 favorites. I'll go with the first one is a wand of heal. Yes. A first level heal wand, so that's great to have. Gives you guys essentially 1 additional casting of heal per day, or you could try to overcharge it and get more out. But it's a nice thing to have. God. Something for maybe Trendon to carry to have some healing utility for if something ever happens to Henris, as well as finally a wondrous figurine. And this figurine is in the shape of an onyx dog. And this item can transform into a guard dog and has a +4 circumstance to bonus on survival checks and attracts and has dark visions. It can be activated once per week and remain in its form for up to 6 hours.
That sounds
I'm the good boy.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and drop all that into the party sheet. And there's actually 2 of the cat's eyes elixirs as well. It's all identified. If you guys want to maybe we'll figure out what you guys want to do with them. If you want to figure it out now, if you don't, then we can figure it out next week. We'll need to figure out who's carrying what, though, just as far as bulk limits and stuff like that go. But yeah, you guys have seemingly dealt with this choker threat. Oh, you know what? And I'm sorry, actually, I needed to so everything's still ready. Ticket, you would have the wounded condition from going down. You would be wounded 1. Boop. And yeah. So you guys have seemingly defeated these chokers to the best of your knowledge, and you are now in the bowels of this cave. Good job. You guys did good.
Awesome. Yeah, that was cool.
That
Yeah.
was great.
I'm,
Oh my gosh. And now we got a best boy to be with us.
I'm
Yeah.
cool divvying up this next week, personally.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good with that too, just to make it going fresh with it.
But that being said, how about
Yeah.
before we go, how about we do some medicine on Ticket? Treat wounds.
I was just assuming we can make camp
Yeah.
down here.
It's. I would say it has not been an hour since Ticket treated wounds on himself, so he's still going to be immune for a little while.
Yeah.
So that's why
Sorry,
just
dude.
depending on what you guys want to do.
Yeah, we
So
just
since you'll be.
set up a little camp,
Yeah. Do keep in mind it is like 2 a.m. as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's the middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just pop out of the well and tell him job's done.
Yeah, we'll come. Let's come back tomorrow. And in fact, I do kind of want to explore the cave where we almost all died. There was some stuff there. Something to think about next week. Or for tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Tomorrow.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, for sure. But
In the day.
good session, fellas.
Yeah, in the day. Cool.
A lot of fun.
All right.
And I enjoyed it. Hope you all did.
Yeah, I definitely love the spiritual weapon. That is very useful.
Yeah.
It's going to be very fun.
Yeah. I imagine like at some point, it's like your second spell slot's just spiritual weapons.
One of these days, I'm gonna have a session where I don't go down. One of these
It's
days.
not
Telling you,
this
man,
day.
nimble dodge. +2
In
AC.
that situation, he just rolled really well. So there was
He
nothing I
did.
could do.
Really, there's against these creatures. They it is a nasty ability that can strict, because most creatures they have to do a grab as an action to have you grab, but literally they're strangling fingers. It's you are automatically grabbed.
Yeah, I
So you
just
can
Yeah,
basically
got
just
unlucky.
keep piling on that
It is
constraint.
what it
Called
is.
focus for a reason, because
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They live up to their name.
they have.
When you
earned-
said
they
that
have
we were
earned
fighting
that name.
chokers, I was like, oh no. like
Yeah, no, because they did. They almost took Robert down. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did bring you down in combat or damn near.
Yeah,
So,
I
they
had
are-
to-
Really
I had to do 2
lost
death saves.
him.
I had to do 2
Yeah,
death
they
saves.
were-
Lost him
they're-
trying to resuscitate him. It was.
Yeah, they are nasty.
What's happening?
They are rough customers. But yeah, hell yeah. But all right, fellas, I am gonna hop off. I am beat.
Likewise.
Good session. Look forward to talking with you all next week. Okay.
Have a good
Sounds
one.
good.
Yeah. Oh
Later,
my
guys.
Good night,
God.
guys.
Stuff.
Adios,
All right.
guys.
Good night, everyone.